One. All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Seriously Let's Play. This is the community building actual play where artists, creators, actors, fans come together for the love of the hobby. I am John Thompson, part of the leadership here at Rook and Rasp. And this year we are coming back bigger and better than ever, meaning that we are focusing on some fresh indie games. And I need to be sure to mention we're doing an IGDN charity stream. Last year, we raised almost $2,000 for marginalized creators in the tabletop RPG space. And this year, we're going to be bringing in some pretty awesome games. We actually have one of the GMs from that on with us tonight. They'll be running Raccoon Sky Pirates, but I'll be introducing them a little bit more in a moment. Actually, I guess we have two GMs from this. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should think about that more often. But many of the games that we're going to be featuring are from creators who are part of the Independent Game Designer Network. Tonight, we have coming to us from Escape Box Games, we have Ted. Ted is the creator of the Suited RPG and has been on various actual plays here on Rook and Rasp and Seriously Let's Play, and has done a lot of writing and development as well with Pinnacle, I believe, working for the Savage World setting. So, Ted, thank you so much for coming on tonight.
It's my pleasure to be here. And I've freelanced for Pinnacle.
Ah,
And then I've done a lot of the Savage Worlds partner books.
awesome.
Helped with.
Well, tonight we also have Emmy nominated Mitchell Wallace. Mitchell is one of the most busy people in tabletop RPGs, working with properties like Chew, the role playing game Necrobiotic, as well as Never Going Home, working on various productions for Onyx Path, Free League Publishing, and having also worked as the marketing director for Helmgas and Black Void Games, and overseeing LARP events, as well as at convention booths galore. Like I said, Mitchell is probably one of the busiest people I know in tabletop. So, Mitchell, thank you for so much for coming on and taking a moment out of your time to be with us.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that and clip it, just have it be my wake up alarm every morning. That'll keep me going for a long time.
Well, I do try. But today we also have joining us at our table, we have returning Todd Crapper. Now, Todd has worked in layout writing and design for games from Third Eye Games, Nerdburger, Accessible Games, Sigil Stone, Renegade Games, and more. Todd also designed the logo from one of our earliest streams, Growing Shadows, and ran Pandora Total Destruction on Seriously Let's Play. So, Todd, thank you so much for coming on tonight and joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me and bragging about my accomplishments so that I don't have to do it.
I'm happy to do it. Hey, I love the people I know, and you're a great guy, Todd. Yeah, I mean seriously, people. He
Oh,
offered
stop it.
he offered to do that logo for us for free, and I'm probably not supposed to say that, but much love to you for that, bud.
It's okay. I'm retired. You can tell about it.
Oh, there you go. Well, tonight we also have joining us for the first time that one blonde nerd who is both an RPG actual play actor and game master from the Twitch channel ADHD Adventures, who ran It's an All-Girl Party at Gen Con and is a Crit Award nominee for Outstanding Community Member. So thank you so much for coming on.
Excited to be here.
Awesome. And now today, running today's game, we have Crystal Mazur. Now, Crystal is one of the hosts of Darker Days radio podcasts and is often seen at conventions running panels helping the next generation of tabletop RPG writers learn about the business. You can see Crystal's work and products from What Inc. Games, Black Void, Onyx Path, Cephalo Fair Games, Renegade Games, Storyteller's Forge, Broken Ruler Games, Third Eye Games, where she is also the line developer for the PIP system. Crystal, thank you so much for coming on and joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for asking me to GM.
Awesome. Well, friends, at this point, this is the moment where I hand the game over to our host for this episode. And Crystal, table is yours. Thank you so much.
All right. So I'm going to introduce to everyone at the table Never Going Home very quickly. I'm going to go over The character sheets, now I'm sorry for those of you that are watching, you cannot see the character sheets. However, there are free downloads if you want to follow along on Ttrpg as well as on the Wet Ink Games website of those character sheets. So please feel free to look at them if you need to or want to and have that visual. So Never Going Home is World War I Eldritch Horror. Essentially what happens is during the Battle of Solms, a portal opens up, is ripped open through the war, and all of these eldritch creatures called the Others pour in, and they are now onto this material plane. However, the scenario that we are writing, or that we are writing, that we are working on with today is actually one that I have written for the latest Kickstarter, which is The Beginnings and the Endings. And it deals with Austria-Hungary and Serbia before 1914. So pre-spring of 1914. So for those of you who are history majors or history fanatics, you know what's going on. Don't spoil it for all of the others. So we are actually before the opening of that portal and the Others pouring into this plane of existence. However, the Others still have a pull, and that pull looks a little bit different here. However, it seeps in ways that you may not actually understand or realize in that moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what the character sheets look like and the system of the game so that all of you understand. So first off is that what I would like my players to do is there are two different mechanics that are in play within the game. There is your D6 dice that you are going to roll throughout, and there is also journey cards. The journey cards are things that represent your emotions, your memories, your connections to your humanity, and your connections to who you are as a mortal being. And these are played throughout to do things in the game that I'm going to explain as they come up. However, for those at home, we are using a program that the players can draw cards from, because you would be drawing from one deck. Obviously, is virtual. That is almost impossible to do with physical cards. So, what I would like for everybody to do is to please, your starting hand is 3. So draw 3 cards and put them into your hand. Okay. And you do not have to share them with anybody at all at this point. And then I'm actually going to have everyone draw a 4th card. And that is to be representative of a previous encounter that you guys have had as a group. You guys have worked before previously in a in the capacity of protecting somebody and rescuing them from kidnap. Okay. Has everyone been able to draw or no?
I've got 3 cards.
Yep.
Cool.
Should be
Okay.
4 cards, right?
Yep, I want you to draw a 4th card.
I have 4 cards.
Awesome.
We did it. That's the game.
Yay.
Good night, everybody.
I like that game. Good night. Yeah. Thanks for playing.
Much role play. So good.
Okay, so now I want you to go to your character sheet. And I'm going to go through your character sheet and what those all represent. So, the Never Going Home system uses the +1 system. +1 system is powered by both the cards as well as your stats. So, recruitment is your +1 system and the amount of times that you can manipulate things. It is also your health. If you go down to 0 in any of your areas, either brawn, smarts, or guts, you die. Okay? So most of you will have between 3 and 4 stats. the characters that you are playing, we have pre-generated characters. They have a little bit more beef to them because of the fact that you guys have worked together. So they have a couple more stats than what is normal for starting. You are going to have equipment, which is going to give you your damage. It's also going to give you critical, and that means how many successes that you get on your roll for that. And then it's also going to have something like an aim of 1, or like a rec of 3. So aim 1 means that if you take time to aim with that, you get 1 extra dice. All right. Wreck means that if you get 3 successes, you completely wreck whatever it is that you have been aiming at. So, like an axe has like a damage of wreck.
And what
Okay.
if I have a flurry?
Flurry. Hold on a second.
I want a flurry. Isn't that like
The
a
only
wind
item
use
I
thing?
have is a walking staff.
Oh, flurry means that you, hold on a second, immediately take another attack against the same or a different target. So it's basically 2 attacks in 1.
I like my assigned equipment is a club and 3 grenades. So like my escalation for violence is very. It's like, well, I can't beat you with this stick. I guess I have to throw a grenade at you.
I am going to remind our viewers that World War One, wolves were actually one of the biggest dangers for soldiers in the trenches. So
Well, good thing I
wolves
have this
and
grenade.
bears. So
Yeah.
firearms not exactly the easiest to come by in this story. So the fact that you have as many characters as they do with those is a testament to how effective and efficient they are.
Okay.
We all broke our guns.
Dark
Not me,
bears.
Kratos, my rifle.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that stays very hidden in the pockets.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to scroll down on your character sheet and look at your training. This is your actual dice. Okay? So this is the amount of dice that you are going to roll. If you see you have nothing in an area, right? If you have nothing in your melee, for instance, you will have to use the +1 manipulation system in order to get a dice. All right? Or you can discard a card. Now, you will have between 1 to 4 dots. You should, and if you have a whisper path, okay, the whisper path should have your page number on there, with the exception of, I believe it is the storyteller.
I have page numbers for both, I believe.
Your page numbers are a different book,
Oh.
actually, and I am going to give you the link for that. Just give me a
Just
second.
had to
Okay.
play with the darkness, didn't you?
No comment.
Leave it
Absolutely.
No comment.
Mhm.
All right. So, with your whisper paths, that is magic. That is being touched by the others in some way, shape, or form. You are hearing the call of the void, the pull of magic, the pull of the darkness. And so, if you want to get creative with your whisper paths, we can absolutely negotiate that. Okay. Any questions on anything that you have so far? No?
Nope.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Okay.
If I have questions when we start playing, just usually how that goes.
Absolutely, I absolutely want you to answer or ask those questions once we get playing.
I'm looking forward to using my staff to flurry on someone with my 0 melee skill.
I understand that too, actually. The mud was really deep there.
Okay, so for some background, Never Going Home is meant to be a meat grinder game. It is meant to turn over characters very, very, very quickly. And that is to be representative of what it was to actually be in the trenches in World War One. So viewers, if it gets to be too much, we understand. Please take care of yourself first. For those of you at home, we do have a safety system in play as well, which the players are aware of. Okay. So when you are making your dice pool, I am going to tell you which of your recruitment it will be, and sometimes I will have a requirement of a training. You can obviously negotiate with me as far as how you'd want to approach it. If you want to try and steer towards something you actually have, and I will navigate that with you. There are some things that that will work, some things maybe not so much. You will roll the amount of dice that you have. 5s and 6s are successes. Okay. If you are using a dice roller system, awesome. If you are using dice at home, totally fine. I trust you guys to be honest with what you get. And then any questions on dice rolling? Nope. Okay.
No.
You're going to look towards the bottom of your character sheet. You're going to see the word corruption, and then there's going to be dots there. That is how touched you are by the darkness of the others. And so right now everybody is at 0.
Okay.
All right.
I was worried when I printed off the character sheet. It looks like they're all filled in. I'm like,
Yeah,
ooh,
mine too. I was like, oh
a
no.
high number is a good thing, right?
I mean, it's definitely going to be a fun thing if we ever get that high.
Guys, how fast can we get a bunch of corruption? It's a one shot. Can we do it? I believe
Challenge
in us.
accepted.
No.
You know,
right.
Done.
Okay. So a couple of other things. This is actually not a meat grinder scenario. This is actually a train heist scenario. So it's going to look a little different. And please pardon the pun. It may feel a little railroady at times, and that is because you only have so many spaces to go to within this train. So just so you are aware of that, there are plenty of things for you to do on the train, though. So please do not feel as stifled as it may seem. But yeah, everyone good so far?
We're all quietly judging you in the background for that pun.
I love puns, so I'm just like, there you go, as you should.
I love puns too, and that was I set myself up for that one. I really did.
Perfect opportunity.
If this game has a bingo card, that's one of the ones. That's like the center square right there.
Yeah.
Someone makes a railroad joke during the train heist.
I'm pretty sure that if we go for the corruption, this show is gonna end up off the rails.
Actually, very literally.
And now the top left corner.
Is this where I have a feeling that this is going to be a total train wreck comes in?
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna get us back on the rails. And so I'm gonna let everyone take a moment to introduce their characters, tell us a little bit about yourselves, and then you guys can take a moment to try and figure out connections amongst your group and how you would have maybe worked together at some point. So who would like to go first?
I'll go ahead.
All right.
So I am Terry. Terry is, I should say, a storyteller, which in this game, my understanding is the storyteller is kind of the brains smart professor academic type. They're the one.
You would be yes. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. Terry, growing up, spent a lot of time at Grandmama's knee, listening to all the crazy stories she had to tell. And for some reason, he's just retained all of those crazy stories. And you know what? Sometimes those crazy stories, not so crazy after all. Sometimes they work.
Awesome. Who would like to go next?
I'll go actually. I'm playing Gunter, who is the sharpshooter for in this army, and he's a very aloof, very kind of suspicious kind of fella. Just there seems to be as if like he's either spent far too much time alone or has seen too much stuff. So there's just always something kind of a little bit off about him. And he's just always kind of picked up and gone somewhere, even if he isn't being officially assigned on a mission. Somehow seems to find himself, like, on the back of a wagon, just being led in a certain direction. So he just seems to kind of wander himself around, and he's just met everybody from time to time on one mission or another.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah, I think so Gabriel, so we're all sitting there, right? So Gabriel is laying, kind of lounging about, taking up more space than he needs to. He has his like shirt unbuttoned, so because he just seems to run hot at all times. A little bit of sweat on the brow of his forehead, as he's looking up at this book he's holding over him, which seems to be like a botany book. And he has like this dried up flower sticking out of it. Every now and then he'll like blow a bit of the hair, brown hair that kind of slicks over his forehead and creeps closer to his eye. But all in all, he seems to be like, if someone would view him in any other context, they would say he's traveling, going on vacation or something. Just kind of this jovial smile on his face, as he's on a train.
All right. Last up.
Oh no, is that me? uh, my character is Mara. She is originally from Ireland. She left for reasons that may or may not have been related to her girlfriend ending up having to marry somebody else, and we felt England not super friendly at certain times, and she may or may not have had to, leave. But you know what? Europe's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and she's been bouncing around it for a while, taking on a number of personas, positions, and kind of figure out how to get into and lie her way into things as she has traveled the country, seeing things kind of get a little tense or off, or and she kind of, does she follow trouble or does trouble follow her? That is the question. And her thing, I guess, is stolen valor. So whatever she has ranking stuff in the army, she has because she convinced someone she has it, because she actually has it. So
We have our face.
All right. Okay. So you, as a group, have been working together. You recently got back from a mission where you were asked to track down and rescue an individual by the name of Mehmed Basik, who you have become friends with over the course of your interactions with this individual. You have done a couple of other errands and uh other sorts of missions for this individual, and you have built up a relationship with them. And uh this was where you previously have all worked together on your mission, was to rescue this individual. You are approached by him and asked to meet later in secret. So you agree upon arrangements, and that is agreeable to all sides of the party. And you find a date and a time and a location. And he says that he looks forward to meeting with you and has asked for your discretion with any sort of conversation around this meeting. So, and he also informs you that he looks forward to you guys telling him the tale of how you were able to find him. So I ask you, as a group, what did Mehmed Basik get into, and how did you guys rescue him as a group?
You guys want to do like the Inglorious Bastard, like we rescue him like in the underground tavern setting, where there was a possible shootout and an unfortunate circumstance of drinking and fingers and stuff. I don't know.
I haven't seen that.
Phrasing.
I like where you're going.
I know.
Yeah, that works.
I'm like, we went in with a plan. Nobody followed the plan. Everything went off the rails, but somehow we still succeed. You know,
And then it
missing.
became a part of the plan. That was the plan all
Yeah.
along.
Yeah.
Why can't you guys just stick with the plan?
The plan was executed perfectly on hindsight, just not pry-sight, pre-sight.
Just not in the right order
Yeah.
that we expected.
So whose idea was it to come up with this plan?
Oh man, maybe the storytellers. He's a nerd.
Oh, don't throw me under this double-decker bus. This sounds more like something our talky face person would do.
Oh yeah, let's throw them under the bus. Yeah, it was their idea completely.
My pants. You know, maybe she tries to plan occasionally, but I feel like it's like, just make it up as we go. I don't know. Unless I won't. She will be the plan maker if that's what you guys want. But does somebody else, is that kind of more their personality to sit down and meticulously? Maybe that's none of us. Maybe that's fine.
Yeah, I think our personalities are to push the responsibility to someone else. Just
There you
keep
go.
pushing
Okay.
the buck until it's just like he's wrapping around.
Margaret came up with a plan to get us in because she's used to laying herself into places, and then no one did the thing they were supposed to do, which she expected, and definitely somebody ended up in a very funny place they weren't supposed to be, in an awkward situation, and she definitely meant for that to happen, right before the chaos, you know.
Definitely was stoic, calm Gunter that keeps to himself.
All right.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. So he nods very, very knowingly and is very eager to listen to as you guys talk everything out and share like what you guys did. And he even turns to Gunter, who's just kind of sitting there listening quietly. Or I'm sorry, not Gunter. Terry. And it's like, yeah, like, this is amazing. This is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. You guys are wonderful. That's truly just a story for the ages and should be written down and told to our children and our grandchildren.
Oh, don't worry. It's already written right up here.
He tells excellent stories.
I mean, it has certainly caught my eye. So please tell me, from friend to friends, are you guys interested in seeing our Serbia independent and strong and flourishing?
All about the independence, you know? We're all those big imperialists trying to step on the smaller people.
I mean,
It all seems
everyone's
good.
welcome to their own freedom, yeah.
Yeah, like that's why we're here, right?
Ooh, that's
Gunter shrugs his shoulders with the self-made cigarette. And it's sure.
That's exactly what I thought. You have caught my eye, and I know that you guys are going to be the right people for the job. And I have several friends who are incredibly influential and of this same mindset of a free, strong, independent, and flourishing Serbia. But in order for me to introduce you to them, you have to complete a task to earn their trust. Is this something that you would be interested in doing?
I think it depends on the task. As long as it's it's beneficial to somebody, is it just like a no nonsense job? We don't do no nonsense jobs.
What he's saying is, yes, we'll do it.
So that's what I said, right? That fellow was pretty clear.
There's been a side eye from Mara about the no nonsense jobs. I mean, if it tickles our fancy, I'd love to hear more details. What exactly do you want from us?
Okay. Wonderful. This is perfect. Okay. So, there is a train leaving tomorrow morning. There's an individual who's the railway conductor there by the name of Milan Siganovic. He will be the one that is in charge of that train. He is also of this group of mine and is of a person of interest to Franz Konrad von Hotzendorf. Von Hotzendorf is the general for the Austria-Hungary army and is looking to remove Siganovic from the picture. I need you to protect Siganovic at all costs. So this train will most likely have spies who are looking for their opportunity to get a hold of Siganovic.
Oh snap!
So your job would be to find them and stop them, protect Siganovic, and keep your involvement as secret as possible.
Do we have like a ferrotype of Siganovic picture? Something to work off of?
So he gives you a pretty detailed description, and he also informs you that he will be wearing the railway conductor's uniform as well.
Ooh, Mara, maybe you should dress up like him. You act as a decoy.
Doing that, we could try. I think what kind of supplies we could get. How much time do we actually have this job?
The train leaves tomorrow morning. You also will have tickets for this particular train.
Let's see. How exactly how tall and how heavy set is this guy?
So he is. I'm. He's probably about 5'8". And he's on the leaner side.
I think I can make that work.
I think so too.
Sounds very doable.
All right. I mean, that's like a world in this industry. What? Yeah.
At least you don't need the pillows this time.
Yeah, those get really warm after a while. They're trying to keep people from freezing on the, in rooms, and they turn up the heat really high, and it's hard to explain. Like a medical condition or something when you're just it's
Well,
not.
at least you'll always have something comfy to sit on when you're doing those.
That is,
Fact.
it
I
is
think
quite
we can do this. Is there any payment for this for me and my boys other than the normal?
Well, so it's not so much payment as trust earned with those that are involved with certain secretive things.
All right. Nah, I'll take that currency, no problem.
Terry goes over to Gabriel. Gabriel, the payment is obviously a free Serbia.
Exactly, and he raises his drink to.
Haha.
I am all for that. Just free. Hopefully it comes with food, right? Because a free Serbia isn't gonna like feed me next week, right? I don't.
Gabriel, my friend, Secret societies tend to have a lot of money.
Oh, I am in. Let's do this then. I think
Mara's
we're all,
sitting
look,
there thinking if they do.
me and my boys are in. Let's do this.
It sounds like
Wonderful.
they've trained in a while.
Wonderful. So, you guys finish up your meeting with him. He does offer to buy you a meal and drink for the evening.
Buffet. Let's go.
That's it. You should do.
That train food cart just isn't. No. Buffet it is.
Yeah, especially like those early trains, like the early 1900s trains. Ugh.
Oh, it's really important. Does this dinner include schnitzel? Because that I feel like that really like ups the stakes here. Like big deal.
True.
I don't think that in that part of the world at that point, schnitzel wasn't a thing.
Darn it! Too bad. These guys don't
Well,
know
at
what
least they got pepperoni pizza, right? Let's just be happy.
Oh yeah.
burgers for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The important question is: there a drinks car on this train?
There is going to be a meal train, yes. So
Good.
as you guys are accepting this task and you guys are finding your way through your evening, if there's anything that you would like to do very quickly to get prepared for tomorrow, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll move on to the journey part, and I will explain how that works.
All
Oh,
right.
real quick, Crystal, I sent you a
Yes.
message in the chat.
I see it. Let's see here. Gotcha.
And I will be quiet and let someone else go.
Will we need some more kind of casual clothing? I'm assuming that we're, all soldiers of some kind that would be in some kind of matching uniforms. Do we want to go a little bit more kind of casual, nondescript on this one?
I mean, you would have nondescript clothing. You would have like regular everyday wear.
Okay. All right.
Cool. I have two questions.
Yes.
One, can we just hand wave Mara kind of gathering whatever she needs, the uniform and everything else to look like this guy, and she just has it and nobody asks questions anymore? And the second one, can she have an ability to just like change really quickly, like this fighting of like I'm in a different uniform and hair and everything's different, just like that fast? Because it's
So
if not, totally fine, totally fine.
So it would take her some time to get into an outfit. However, I'm assuming that she is familiar with makeup, that she is familiar with doing her hair and styles and everything like that. So it wouldn't take her super long. There would be some prep time, but nothing.
So it's that we slipped into an empty corner for a second and
Yeah, that would be you. Yeah, you would have the ability to be able to do that.
okay, cool.
Pull a
Just-
Superman, duck into a phone booth.
Yeah, right.
Put
I'm
on
like,
glasses.
it's this already.
Now,
looking like-
Wonder Woman spin.
That's the other TTRPG.
Okay. So now we're going to. Anyone else have any other questions? Oh, okay.
No.
We are going to dive into the journey part of this mission. So the journey part is basically the opening where you guys accept the mission and you want to move forward with it. And this is where your cards are going to come into play. Okay? So first off is that I'm going to tell you that the requirements are going to be 2 spades for overcoming obstacles and 2 clubs for the unknown. What that means is that because these cards are your memories, are the things that you are connected to, that tie you to being mortal and human, I want each of you to come up with a memory where you worked together as a group to overcome an impossible task. And then the part that you actually played in that task.
And
So
the number on the card doesn't matter, the face value, it's just the suit.
Just the suit at this point, yes. So you're going to play it into the field. Hopefully I can see everything.
I have both a spade and a club, so I can help fill whichever gap needs filling.
Yeah, I've got a spade.
I do have
Yeah.
spade. Uh, how many spades do we have?
All right, we got a club,
What do you mean we need?
a spade.
Hold on a second.
All right, we have 2 spades and a club. I will throw my club out there to finish us off.
Okay. So, you guys met the requirement. I am going to make you guys an offer at this point. If someone would like to add a card in at any point, or at this point, to influence something within the next scene, you are welcome to, and it's going to depend on the suit that you influence. And this is going to be kind of representative of the good Joker. If you choose not to do that, that is okay. It will come up at a different point as well. I won't give the same offer. So,
Can we hear what the different suits do?
yeah, absolutely. I can go over the different suits. Okay. So, each of the suits has some sort of connection to like your memories or something that you have a strong emotional tie to. Okay. These are kind of all-encompassing topics, so you can interpret it however way you wish. So spades is knowledge, learning, growing, and overcoming suffering. Clubs is things, overcoming objects, action, and adventure. Hearts is your relationships, emotion, or connection. And then diamonds is yourself, your ambition, or your hopes.
All right, and then you said specifically for the journey, clubs is the unknown and spades is the. Do I have that reversed?
For this particular journey, yes, the clubs is the unknown and the spades is overcoming obstacles, and there's a reason for that. So it's just not known to you as to why that is that.
Okay.
All right. So, does anyone want to add a card in at this time, or do you want to hold off?
I'll hold, actually.
Yeah, I'll hold too.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. What does throwing an extra card do again? I'm so sorry.
So I offered it for one of you to throw in an extra card. It doesn't have to be everybody, but one of you to throw in an extra card to give you some sort of bonus or benefit within the next scene.
Okay. Sure, I'll do it. Why not?
Okay.
Let's throw some chaos in.
Yay, chaos.
Exactly. Now, which chaos do I want to throw in?
It's just like the bar all over again.
Definitely this one.
All right, so let's see what you got there. Ooh, you got a diamond. Okay. So, for the next scene, Mara, I am going to allow you to have an insight. You're going to be able to see a thread or a connection between two individuals.
Okay.
So you just need to tell me when you use that.
Okay. Start writing this all down.
All right, and I'm also going to throw a card out there, and the influence I would like to try to go for, Crystal, shoot this down. I'm going to throw out a heart,
Okay.
and I would like to have a relationship that I've built up using the whispers,
Yeah.
specifically befriend, and I'd like to have a sack of rats.
You have weird friends. I thought we were your friends.
I will allow it as long as you draw for a corruption, because you are trying to use your whispers.
I can do this. Do you need me to also make the roll, or just draw for the corruption?
No, you're just gonna draw for the corruption because you are offering this up. So,
Five of
is that your?
spades.
Okay, so actually, I was just going to tell you because corruption draws are actually based on the color that you draw. So
black.
black means that you get a corruption point.
Yay!
So you now have 1 corruption point.
Speed running this. Let's do it.
Okay, now how do we clear out the field? We're just gonna stack these over here.
No. So underneath. Oh, you just want to clear the field. Got it.
Yeah, I just want to clear the field because we can't put So here's the funny thing about this game is that deck that we play with doesn't very often get shuffled. So we have to be careful about how we play and how you play your cards because you also don't draw very often either.
Well,
so
snap.
That's okay because this is going to be fun, trust me. All right, so yes, you have a sack of rats. That's gonna get very interesting. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So, as you guys board the train, there is a new mechanic that is in the beginnings and the endings, and it is called alarm. Okay? Alarm is where as you fail things, it gets harder and harder for you to complete the mission because you keep getting called out, you keep getting distracted, you keep drawing attention to yourselves, either from unwanted attention, the attention of people who are not invested in the military or anything that you are doing, people who you don't want their attention. And normally, once you go over your alarm in an area, you would then flee the scene. However, you're on a moving train. That doesn't quite work that way. So, if your alarm gets too high, you are going to start drawing attention to yourself more and more and more. Okay? So I want you to be aware of that as we go into the scene. All right.
Gotcha.
So,
This should be
you
interesting.
guys...
Don't cause too much trouble.
You guys now enter this scene. You are on the train. You are given a private car, like a private room, like a sitting room, sleeping room type of arrangement for you guys to go into. It is locked. Any sort of luggage is placed in the luggage cart. And so here is how the train is laid out. You have your conductor's train, and that the conductor's train is at the beginning, as well as his sleep quarters, and like his dining area, like his private area. Okay. You then have the passenger car. The passenger car is there's like viewing windows with seats. It is a noisier car. It is meant to be for conversation. It is meant to be for being able to talk with others. Right now that is not happening. But you can see that there are people that are watching out the window, people that are reading, people that are having a conversation, all of that stuff. Then you have the luggage car. The luggage car is not there is no security in the luggage car. It's basically everyone's luggage is kind of piled in there. You have the next car is the sleep car. The sleep car has locked compartments that you are assigned to when you purchase your ticket. And there is a security guard there that is there to help make sure that people are going into the right cars, not trying to open a car door of somebody that is sleeping, and just make sure that the car is quiet. And then the last car is the dining car. And that's the car where you're going to get food, you're going to get alcohol. There is going to be conversation there as well. There are people that are moving in and out. So people can move throughout the train fairly easily. It is that old train passover, though, where you pass over the outside as well in between the two doors of the cars. So just a heads up on that.
So sorry, what was that last little bit in?
The passing between the cars?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So how do you guys want to proceed forward?
Carefully.
Yeah.
What is your plan?
I think our plan is for Mara to act as a decoy. All right, Mara is the honey. All right, and we're going to squish the bees as they approach Mara, and hopefully Mara survives it. Right, like I think that's the hope.
Totally.
Well, I think y'all remember the details of the plan from last night, right? I know there was a lot of alcohol and stuff, so maybe you don't all remember all the way, but you have like the basics, right?
Wait, we made a plan? Is that what
There
we
was a
were talking
plan?
about? I thought we were talking
Yeah.
about the.
I
Yeah,
was-
I thought
I
we
was
were talking about
talking
the
about
last
the
one that
plan.
we did before.
Wait,
You
I
know,
thought we were talking
That was
about
this plan.
the one after this.
This
Okay,
plan
so-
is part of the last plan, but is also part of the next plan. It's a plan upon plans.
next time I'm gonna get a bunch of those little notebooks and I'm gonna have y'all write down everything, all right?
That's the last time you talked me into trying Irish whiskey.
It's the best. I don't know. I guess the memory loss is a common side effect. Well, you know what? We'll figure it out.
I mean, I've always had no head for alcohol, but still, y'all drink too much. Okay.
Did you just say we drink too much?
You don't drink enough.
That's not part of the plan. Mara, get out there, talk to people, make
I don't know.
yourself
Maybe I want to go to Ireland.
make yourself an apparent target.
Right here. Do you think we should probably try to figure out where this guy already is, so we make it kind of, obvious or like a little more believable at least that that's who I am?
Should we split up?
I mean, I figure
Yeah,
we can
maybe kind of like actually, yeah, work the train, take a look around, see what's what,
Yeah.
and that kind of stuff.
get a little
Yeah,
reconnaissance.
that'd be kind of map out the whole place. Yeah, there we go.
And then when we find him, then I'll quickly change and go the opposite direction. I'll be really
Grab
obvious.
him, stuff him in the trunk of something, and protect him the whole way. Got it. Let's do it. Good plan.
That actually could work really, really well. You just act like you got too drunk at the food cart and you're just sitting on the trunk and nobody knows the difference. I'm sure that he wouldn't be mad if he knew why we did it.
Exactly. It's for freedom.
For freedom.
All right.
Of Siberia.
So what
For
are you?
freedom, we're gonna put him in a trunk and sit on him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Sometimes you have to make small sacrifices for big wins in the end. How you fight a war,
Yeah,
Oh, I'm not
Terry?
complaining. I'm just loving the irony.
Terry, why don't you and I start heading to the front? Mara and Gunter, why don't you head in the back?
Okay. I am going to have all of you just
Yay.
roll knowledge.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
the
boy.
target number is going to be 2, which means you need 2 successes.
Does any of
And
us
all
know
you need is 2.
things?
You need 2 or higher.
So is this a combination of smarts and knowledge if I have it?
So no. What
Uh-oh.
this is that the amount of smarts that you have is how many +1s that you can add to your dice. So here is what that looks like. I gotta get out my GM screen because
I have,
I don't have them all memorized.
I have 0 knowledge, but 6 in smarts.
So here's how you can do this, okay? So remember, first of all, is that your recruitment is also your health. Okay? So the +1 system, first off, 4, 5s and 6s on a d6 is your the amount that you need to roll. Rolls can be manipulated equal to the current level of the governing attribute, meaning that with smarts, if you have a smarts of 4, you can manipulate it up to 4 times in these various ways. Okay? So, before a roll, you can temporarily gain an untrained skill. So, for instance, if you don't have smart or knowledge at all, you can spend +1 to get a dice. And dice are bought separately. So if you need 2, if your target number is 2, you need at least 2 dice to be able to roll. So you would need to knock off 2 smarts in order to be able to roll those dice, okay? You can add a dice to the roll that you already have. So if you have a knowledge of 4, you can add 1 to get 5. After a roll, you can add a pip to a dice, meaning that you can change a 4 to a 5 and make it a success. You can also re-roll any number of dice, but you have to keep that result instead. Okay? So, if you want to be in this roll, you can absolutely do that. If you don't want to be in the knowledge roll, you don't have to. You are just going to be oblivious to whatever is going to happen.
Yeah, I'll be oblivious. I feel like
I've got 3 in my knowledge. I'll go for it.
Okay.
I also
Yeah,
have
that's
3 in my
more.
knowledge.
And this is smarts, right? This is knowledge down under the
This is
training.
knowledge, yep.
Okay. Cool. I
So
have
target
none of that.
number 2.
Ooh.
Todd, would you like to say what you got?
I rolled a 5. Yeah, I got a 5, a 4, and a 1. So I'm going to spend one of my smarts to make that 2 5s.
Okay.
I
So
got
you
a
have your
6,
target
a
number.
2, and a 6.
Okay, so you also got your target number. Okay, so you guys understand how trains work. And that if you do not know how to operate a train, it is not like Mickey Mouse, where you can just pull levers and it actually does things. Trains do need a conductor for very, very specific reasons. And there's a lot of science behind it, whether they realize it at the time or not. If you take away your only train conductor, you better have a backup that knows what they're doing to operate this thing. Or you have the potential of derailing this entire train.
So you're saying we should cut holes so that they can operate the train from the box.
If only we had a mechanic that knew how to use machines.
I know, right? Gosh darn it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a grenade mechanic, very specific.
To club the train.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Trains don't
So,
need conductors. I feel like that's
just so you are aware that if you are going to do this, you are going to have a backup plan. Not saying that you don't, but that you do have to have one.
Ooh, I do have operates vehicles and mechanics. Mm-hmm.
So
Does a train fall under a operatable vehicle?
it would fall, depending on what you're trying to do, either under mechanics or transport, yes.
Yeah, there's a 50-30% chance we're good.
What's the
So
worst that could happen?
Yeah.
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, and that means all this takes place at the engine, which is at the front of the train. So, I mean, even if we just keep them up there and then we can't possibly get surrounded or anything, that's at least an advantage. We can kind of keep him confined to an area and
Yeah.
have him at least around, to operate the train or to tell us what to do.
Did our contact let that person know that we will be protecting him, or are we supposed to protect them without them really knowing? Or is it left
So
ambiguous?
it was left ambiguous. You are actually unsure of if Sigandovic knows that you are there.
Oh, okay. Well, so here's the plan that we wrote down. Okay, it's been pre-written. We wrote this yesterday. 2 of us go up, talk to the protectee. The other 2 head south to the back of the train and start honeypotting. Perfect.
I feel like the two people that know how trains work should not be together.
Okay, then Mara and I will go south and we'll honeypot.
I mean, that makes sense. Is this guy's just the conductor, right?
Huh?
Yes. So
Yeah.
Yanovic is the conductor, yeah.
Okay, so we have to make it seem like the conductor went from the front of the train to the back of the train. For some reason.
Just checking things out. Just be like, oh no, my engine is messed up in the back. I don't know how trains work.
Yeah, like you leave the assistant engineer there, and then you go to the back of the train, and you take a look around, and
Yeah.
you have to
And
make
then
sure everything's running. You know, how
you
can you
look all
possibly
vulnerable and everything. Maybe someone looks at it and you're like, oh, this is a good time to stab them or shoot them. And then that's when we'll find the assassin.
Crystal,
What
where
could
is
go
the bathroom car?
So, it's basically just like a hole over the floor is really what it is. It's generally in like the sleep car because that's where most people go to freshen up. So, that would be where the bathroom is.
Right. Oh,
Technology.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
I mean, the hole is really good. Right? It's advanced.
well, except you're
Yes.
smearing
But
your
the point-
feces all over the
yeah.
rail tracks for other trains to run over and just splatter all over.
I
Yeah.
like a fighting
It's the
transport?
fact that we're in a vehicle going 40, 50 miles an hour, like cross country that has revolutionized industry, but we're still pooping out of a hole.
Oh, and then you have to imagine like the
Of
wind currents and everything. If you're pooping into a hole, would that just like smear it up against the bottom of the train? Do they have to have someone wash it? Anyways, no,
You
don't,
really
not getting into that. Gabriel,
Yeah, no,
Mara,
let's dig more into that. No, let's
Terry's gonna reach into his sack of rats and give each of them a rat.
no.
It's cute,
No.
but what exactly is it?
Pass.
No.
Come on, guys, don't you remember the plan last time? You have
Mm,
a rat. If there's a problem, you tell the rat, go get Terry, and then it'll run off and go get me.
Harry, have you always been able to talk to rats?
I can train animals. It's a common skill.
Do
Some
y'all
people
have
train
conversations?
horses, some
I'm
people
not
train
talking to
dogs,
a
I
rat like
train
a person.
rats.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, it's cute. So, what do we do with it though?
No,
show
we
Yeah,
Just
just
put it in your
tell
pocket or
It's,
something.
it's
Yeah.
not
They'll be
cute.
okay.
like
It's
eat
not cute.
Terry.
They're
right?
not
Eat
cute.
Oh.
they're very. It's very cute. Look, it's got like flat fur and like little brown circles around its eyes like glasses. You don't think it's cute? Sits up on the back legs.
No,
It's cute.
it's not my stuff. No,
Oh,
no,
all right. Well,
like
you
no,
know,
and
not everyone has good taste.
anything that makes the sewer home. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's
Oh
where.
no, I
poop
found these
is.
ones in a barn.
Yeah,
Oh.
these are like the farm kind of rats. They're not like
Oh,
those
good.
sewer rats. They're very clean, actually.
No,
Look,
No.
Still not
stop
how I know.
distracting Mara. She has to go be the target. Come on, Mara. We'll start
Wait,
pushing her.
the front train,
Down.
and she's like trying to put it in the pocket. Front, I gotta keep
Yeah.
track of that when I'm getting right front of the train, and then we're going on an adventure on the train as the person in charge who knows lots about trains.
All right. So what car are you guys going back into? And then for the other group, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, for the back, we're just going car by car, making Mara apparent, and just looking for any curious individuals who might see the opportunity to stab Mara.
Okay.
Like,
Mara,
the
Mara,
manager
you're just a Siganovic currently, right?
Yeah, so I think so. So they went to the front of the cart and she changed, and it was a whole like, oh, the conductor's coming out thing, right? Is that what we were going for?
Awesome. I just wanted to make sure for clarification. Okay. And
All right.
then, so you guys are going to go train by train. What are the other two doing? Terry and Gunter.
I guess we're gonna head up towards the front and actually try and find Milan. Try and find the conductor.
So you guys run into Milan. He is a somewhat stoic individual. He's pretty he's in his zone right now. Because he is making sure that the train is on time, running accordingly, and that there's nothing on the path that he's gonna splatter or it's gonna cause it to derail or anything like that.
Now, I know we weren't supposed to make a big fuss of our being there.
Yeah.
Was Signovic, was he made aware that we would be here to protect him?
Are you gonna try to find out?
We're not totally sure. Yeah, we're not totally sure just yet.
Do you think that was an important question we could have asked? Yes.
Nope.
Did we?
Yeah, I think it's something we argued about after we left.
You didn't ask him. Basic. Why do I have
Okay.
to?
So are you gonna try to
But you were gonna ask him.
slyly ask him and try to figure this out and piece it out?
Furious whisper conversation with Gunther. Okay, Gunther, we found him. What do we do? Do we just sit and watch, or do we try to talk to him?
Let's just try and talk to him, because what if that's not even him? What if this? What if let's go talk to him. And it's kind of push you and nudge you along, just just go and talk to him. Just come right out and just tell him exactly what we're here for. Just let him know. You never know.
I should have known you would just want to sit and watch. It's what you do. And Terry will step forward to speak with the conductor.
Okay, so how are you going to approach this?
Terry is going to approach slowly, leaning on his walking stick. Because I have a staff. I'm going to use that as a walking stick. Conductor, how long until we reach the next station?
Oh, well, I mean, we're going to be going through some of the mountains and valleys, so it's not like city train. This is like cross country. So we are going to probably be reaching our destination in the next 4 hours or so.
Is there any chance I'll be able to see Serbia out the window?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the beautiful country. We're in it right now.
Oh, so you're saying I could have a free view of Serbia?
Oh, absolutely. It's such wonderful landscape and countryside. I do feel like it is one of the most breathtaking lands within the Baltics.
Was there any code words or anything that Maman gave us?
I'm gonna let you. Let's see here. I am going to let you either use communications or investigation, or you can chance your whispers for another corruption.
I have both communication and investigation at 2.
Okay, so which one would you like to use? And it's going to give you very different results depending on what you would like to do.
Let's go with investigation.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to roll your investigation. And I'm just looking for 5s and 6s.
I have 2 dice. Okay, let's do this.
So, hold on. Oh. It's
Go
fine.
ahead, sorry.
I was going to say, before that, do you want to add anything to your roll or not?
No.
Okay.
But I am going to burn... I got a 4 and a 2. I am going to burn one of my guts to raise the 4 to a 5. So I have a 5 and a 2.
So you have 1 success. Okay. So, what you gather is that there's passion behind his words, and there is a strong connection, specifically a strong connection to the old ways.
Okay.
You feel like the same draw to Serbia from him that you have for your own family and your own home.
Okay. Oh, you speak with such passion. Could I just sit up here and just chat with you? You could point out the landmarks as we go. Would I be a distraction?
At this point, no. But once we start getting into some of the mountain lands, I might need you to go and sit back in the railway cars, only because of the safety.
Yes,
So
yes,
that I
I
am not
understand. I
distracted.
understand. Totally understand. Yes, thank you.
But for the time being, yes, you're able to.
And Terry will look back over his shoulder at Gunter and give him a thumbs up.
Gunter's just kind of more like, no, just say it. Just come right out and say it.
All right, Gunter, what would you be doing in this interaction?
At this point, I'm really starting to kind of get a bit of a layout of everything that's around here, as far as like what is here in this particular car, as far as any kind of cover. Like as a sharpshooter, having like a good lay of the land and a good lookout and awareness of the terrain is almost kind of like instinctive. So I'm really just trying to get an idea of if all of a sudden like some Austrian soldiers start coming, like down towards us, where could I take cover or anything else like that?
So you are kind of at like the passenger car area, then I'm assuming, because that's what leads up into that area. And so you notice that there are a couple of individuals that are sitting there. There's a woman who is sitting by herself staring out the window. She has a forest green dress on with a velvet cloche and a gold brocade purse.
Take her out.
She just is kind of staring out at the countryside as you watch. And then there are two individuals that look to be parents of two young boys. The two young boys are kind of playing in the car. They're kind of like trying to poke each other. They're big brothers. They're poking each other. They're trying to antagonize each other. They're trying to find games to play. It looks like they try to at some point sneak away from their parents. Their parents kind of turn around and catch them, but only just barely. So like you can kind of see like, oh, at some point those kids are probably going to get away from their parents. So all right.
Okay.
Is there anything that you want to do in the passenger car, or just kind of watch?
Yeah, just kind of watch, try and keep as close an eye as possible, but also at the same time too, kind of keep looking over at Terry, because for Gunter, he thinks the best approach is to just tell him that someone's trying to kill him, and then let's just kind of get down to business. Let's cut straight to the chase kind of stuff. He's in mission mode, and for him, he's very functional when he's on these missions.
Fair enough.
Terry is happily chatting away about, oh, so this type of tree is used in that medical, like it numbs the gums. Really? Tell me more.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
he
And
starts
Gunter's
chatting
looking
and all
back,
of
going, "Tree."
Terry has fallen into the professor mode.
All right. So now we have Gabrielle and Mara. What are you guys doing? You guys are trying to get to the back car and make a big scene of it. Okay.
I feel like
Oh no, go ahead.
I feel like it's somewhere between like a politician meeting people and like the manager going around at the restaurant and checking in on the tables. It's very much, oh, what kind of accent would this guy have?
So he's Serbian, so he would have a Serbian accent. You do not have to try and do an accent for this guy.
Well,
I am not doing an accent. So.
I think the attempt is necessary, right?
What was that?
The attempt is at least necessary.
I can do a big Eastern European, but I have to think what that sounds like for a second. No, that's French. You know what? We'll try. You know what? This is Irish speaking, so you know it's fine. It's fine. Imagination.
Yeah.
It's very good to see y'all. No, wait, what? It's speaking crap. I can't think. What's Eastern European? Do you guys have any like phrases that
like
trigger for you?
Not really, but it's like more like
kind of sounds German, kind of sounds Russian, thick, roll the R's, those kinds of things. You could do that.
To that.
It is a beautiful day. Welcome aboard the train.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful countryside. Enjoy our beautiful Serbia. It is a great country. We are happy. Does anyone need anything? The food cart is in the back. As your conductor, I would like to make sure that everyone is healthy and happy and enjoying the ride, so that you'll come back and take our train again sometime. We know you have so many options. There's this moment where she's like, I'm overselling this just a little bit.
All right. So here's what I'd like for you to do. I'm going to have you make a roll. And it's either going to be communications or stealth, because you're trying to be deceitful, and while stealth is stay hidden, you're more trying to stealth who you really are. So I'm going to kind of adjust it to be like that.
Okay, perfect. She's really good at, those are her two things. Okie dokie. So, make sure I'm doing this right. We do that is not a D4. Sorry. We do the ones that we have dots in under training, and then we can add dice if we want to use our, if we want to use some of the, I'm assuming this is brawn.
Recruitment.
So stealth is brawn. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift this stealth into smarts. So essentially what it is that your stealth isn't going to be governed by brawn for the +1 system. It's going to be governed by your smarts instead.
Okay, so I use the stealth under training, but if I want to pull dice, I still pull it from
your smarts.
Smart? Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So would you like to add a dice to your roll?
I feel like I don't have a lot of smarts, so I don't want to lose that, but also this is really important. So sure, yes.
Okay. Okay, so you can also hold off on that until you roll, and then make a decision after for some things too. Okay. You don't necessarily have to add a dice.
Okay, I may do that and see where we end up.
Absolutely. So 5s and 6s.
Oh.
So anyway.
Okay.
I think we're going to be using some of our smarts here.
Okay, so after your roll, what you can do is you can add a pip to a dice, so you can change a 4 to a 5, or you can re-roll any number of dice, but you have to keep that result.
Okay. And can we use only like 1 point per roll?
You can use as many as you want, but remember, it is your health.
I'm sure that if I have to use a bunch of that, it'll go well, since I'm also acting
we're
as
fine.
an assassin.
So if Mara uses all of her smarts to do this, does she die by like accidentally opening the wrong door and falling out the train or something?
Oh, there'll be something way more cinematic, trust me.
Was it the end of one category if you get all of your dots, period?
No, in one category.
Oh.
So if all of your smarts are gone, you are dead.
Guys. How?
So I am also going to remind you that you also have your connection from your donated card at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want to be looking for. Does that have to pick specific people, or can we be looking for connections between two people who might not look connected? Because that might give us who's working together.
You would have to know who you are trying to connect. So, like, you can see connections between two people that you know are in that area. Right now, you haven't seen everybody that's in the area.
Okay. Cool. I really wish I could use Braun for this one. Okay, that was a lot better, so that was probably worth the risk.
Okay, so how many?
3 successes?
3 successes. Okay, awesome. So you are able to kind of, masquerade yourself around as the conductor, and you get people that are talking to you. In the first train, you do notice, you do see the woman as well as the two kids. The two kids come up to you actually and are like, "Are we able to, drive the train? Can we drive the train?" Like they really really want to see the front of the train.
If you really want to learn how out of Irish. If you really want to learn to drive a train someday, you're gonna have to go to school for a long time. Are you up for that?
Ooh. Does that mean we have to learn math? I don't like math.
Yeah, no one wants to be an
You're
idiot.
going to learn, at
Learn
least in
math.
Serbia, you do need to learn how to do a lot of math. It is an engineering position after all. But math can be fun if you look at it the right way.
If you
Can
count
it,
up to this
though?
many, you're pretty much
It's
good.
not very convincing.
All
I
right.
did not like
And
that.
they're like are there pets on this train? Because I swear I heard some pets earlier, like some noises of animals.
I'm assuming there are not supposed to be animals on the train, probably.
There are generally not animals on the train.
That is a little unusual. You know, the train through Serbia usually doesn't take pets. Where were these animals?
We
Just
heard
that.
them by the luggage cart.
Ah, someone's trying to sneak their chickens on the train again. That's
Was
fair.
it? Chickens go squeak? That's weird.
Can you make the sound for me? What kind of a squeak are we talking about?
Yeah, it goes. But like more angry.
You put us
you
to this? I'll go check it out.
probably.
Don't worry, I'm an engineer.
We should probably
Hey,
take a look at that.
do you guys want some help? We can get into small spaces. Like, we're really good at it.
I very much appreciate the offer, but I think the engineer Ing team should probably take this one.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like my friend. He got trapped in one of those tight spaces. Water came pouring in. Unfortunate.
It's a bad time.
Oh,
If
yeah,
you
we
find
don't
anything
want
cool,
that.
we can show you though.
Yeah, you don't
If you want
want
us to show you.
That would be amazing.
Oh, all right. Well, run along, you two. We've got to check on the rest of the train.
Okay. And they go back to playing.
Let's go find those. I have a bad feeling about it. I swear, if they brought more of these little suckers onto this train than what I thought they put, that's way over the maximum of what we put in the plan. So
I'm sure it's gonna work out just fine.
I got 3
I'm sure
eggs
there
I
are
wanna
no
introduce.
corrupted rats anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. To see you all, enjoy the views of our beautiful Serbia. Lunch cart opens at 1.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys head back through the passenger cart. You get to the luggage cart.
Yeah.
You, Mara, notice a stirring in your pocket. As you get into the cart, shut the door, that rat that's in your pocket, it does not want to be there.
Oh no. This is reminding me of my part mind flayer character who had cranium rats. She's like trying to like keep the wiggling from being too obvious. Is there anyone around at this point now that we're in the luggage cart?
So in the luggage cart, there is nobody really that is in there at this time. Some people like stop after to like grab changes of clothes or toiletries or anything like that. Right now, there's nobody. You just see piles of luggage in certain areas. Some of them are stacked up. And you do see several piles that are stacked up throughout.
I thought we were supposed to keep playing nice. This is getting really, really rambunctious. I don't want to keep it in the pocket. Okay.
Did you try talking to it?
She like pulls out the rat and like as not hurting it as possible, just pulls it like so she can look at it. What is the matter, everyone? What's going on?
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll communications.
Oh, cool. I'm good at that
You
one.
gotta get the accent right perfectly this time. That speak has to be on par. Please.
well, that's one success.
Okay, so let's see here. I have to roll dice now
Oh no. Contested rolls.
because the rat is not happy.
Rude.
I didn't realize I was giving y'all a early alert system.
No, I'm gonna start carrying a rat with me everywhere.
Okay,
No.
so the rat does not bite you. It does try. And as you kind of like as it tries to go get your finger, you drop it and it starts to scurry. And as it starts to scurry, all of a sudden you see from behind the luggage a giant, grotesque rat come chase the other rat.
Oh, that's
This,
not.
this rat looks like it should be dead. It has like parts of like bone showing through, and like its fur is patchy and falling off. And it smells putrid.
Okay, that's a little closer to the sewer rats, like in London and stuff.
Yeah, good luck, Mara.
So, so I'm gonna have you guys do initiative. So here's what I want you guys to do. You guys are gonna roll 1d6 because normally initiative is done with cards and you show the card and then you take it back into your hand. I'm not going to do it for this.
That's fair. It'd be a lot.
I'm just that's gonna take a little bit more. And Terry, I'm actually gonna have you control your rat.
Oh,
So
okay.
so
Mecha
your
rat.
however the initiative value for that, or no, I'm gonna actually have you roll for the initiative value. It does have one, but I'm gonna have you roll for it instead. So, give me your value if you got, or hold up how many you got on screen for rolling 1d6.
1d6?
Yep, just
All of
1d6.
us, like myself included.
No, Terry's only involved because it's his rat, so.
Now I get
You
it.
should have brought a rat, or maybe some
All right.
other animal.
I
Mara-
turned down the rat.
Gabriel and the rat are both 2, but I'm gonna assume Gabriel has more stats than the rat does.
Eh.
Alright. And then the hive rat. Ooh, goes at the same time as Mora.
Did you say high rat or high?
no.
I'm trying to. Is
Hive
this
rat.
okay, I was like, is this a Nazi rat? And how did it become so? Like,
Oh no, it's the Rat King. It's a whole bunch of
Ugh.
rats tied together by their tail.
Alright, so you guys start up your combat. So, Mara, you actually probably have more stats than the hive rat does. So I'm gonna have you go first. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I remember reading all this. Now we gotta figure out. Okay, so how many actions do we have per turn again? Is it mostly just the one?
It's just the one, unless it's something like small, like
Okay.
talking or communicating short bursts of sentences.
Okay, and her one ability is when she takes damage. So is that more of like a reaction kind of a thing?
Let me see here real quick.
So it's upon taking damage.
Oh, is that the blood double?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be when she takes damage.
Gross and cool at the same time. I love it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think she very quickly, after realizing she's not going to catch that rat, maybe tell Terry. Okay, she's gonna like get up again and pull out her pistol and turn around and take a look at this thing and be like, "It's nothing personal, but you are the most disgusting thing I have ever seen." So
All right, so you are going to shoot it.
yup.
All right, it's going to use it. You're going to use range, which is guts, and it's going to be contested against my guts as well. Right. Oh, hold
Okay. Sweet. That's her best thing. So the critical ability that gives you an extra dice, or 3 extra.
So-
What's the 3 for?
Yeah, so the critical ability is if you get 3 successes on your dice. So you'd have to get 5 or 6 on 3 dice. Whoa. Okay.
Okay, so I roll 2 dice for the 2 damage, and then I can add from guts if I want to boost that, or
Correct. Oh, no, you just do 2 damage to it.
oh, I just do 2 damage to it.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
okay.
just 2 damage.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Sorry. Yeah, there's no dice roll for that. Okay. Yeah, you absolutely hit it for 2 damage. So, it does not like that. And as you pull out the gun and shoot it,
its head, because that has the teeth in it, and that looks bad.
you can see the teeth through the side of the mouth. It's really it's something you've never seen before. And as you pull out the gun and shoot it, now everybody is alarmed that there is a gunshot within the train.
I knew I should have.
And both Terry and Gunter hear a gunshot coming from the luggage cart.
I should have thought that through. She's like backing up towards the door, hoping like shut this thing in.
And you also have a second rat come out from the corner from behind the luggage. So you now have 2 of these hive rat.
Gabriel? Is it Gabriel or Gabrielle?
You say whatever you want. You about to get eaten by rats.
Are they outside the cart or still in with the luggage?
They're in with the luggage.
Okay, so I think we need to get that door open, get us through it, and get it shut, and like really shut as quickly as possible.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. Yeah.
Perfect. That's it from the rat. So how does it look after getting shot? Does it look particularly damaged?
It looks damaged. It does not look particularly damaged, but it does look damaged.
Is this the last car or?
No, so it goes passenger car, luggage car, sleeping car, and then dining car.
Let's just cut our losses and just like luggage car and back, just like goodbye, people.
See ya.
Yep.
They're asleep. They won't notice.
Yeah. So is it my turn? Sorry.
It is actually the rat's turn.
Oh no, no rat, bad rat.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so
Laura.
the one rat is still trying to chase Terry's rat. So Terry's rat, I'm gonna have you roll 2 dice because it is a rat, and it is going to try to bite your rat.
That is a 1 and a 5.
So 1 success. To my 2 successes. So
Yeah,
Oh.
rat.
it
No.
takes 1 damage. Let's see here.
Rat number 1. No.
Hold on a second. I'm rolling a dice that's outside of the norm for this system, so give me a second. It has 3 hit points, so.
Oh.
So it has 1 damage though. It is not happy.
Ratty.
All right. Hive rat number 2 is going to go towards Mara, who tried to shoot at its friend. So I want you to how would you like to dodge this?
Good question. Good question. I love that question. She is going to. So as she has kind of been like slowly backing up, she is going to move to the side and try and grab one of the bigger pieces of luggage and to like knock that stack over in front so that there's a barrier between them and the rats.
Okay. So that's going to be your melee.
Okay. I don't have any of that. Can I pull one from Braun then?
Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll spend 1 of your brawn and to get 1 dice.
Okay. Look, it's stealth and communications and weapons, okay? That's
All right.
Okay, let's see how this goes. That's a 4.
Oh, okay. So it bites you for 1 damage.
She like tries to shove the luggage and it's like really stuck. And there's like, it's hard to tell what she says under her breath. She says it in like native Irish. It's basically, I knew I should have spent more time in boot camp.
Okay, so how damage works here, because you're the first one to take actual damage,
Ouch.
is you actually get to pick which one it goes into for this particular one. So you can either do it in your brawn, in your smarts, or in your guts.
Okay. Let's do brawn.
Okay. All right. So both of the rats have gone. Now it is Gabrielle.
Oh man. Oh.
Yeah, you're willing to go out of here. That smarts quite a lot.
I think I'm best at crowd control in this circumstance. So I am going to shift out of this.
Okay.
Going to if I can be outside and close the door behind me real quick and just address the train, saying that the luggage cart box is out of order because of a loose, and I'll just start talking some mechanical mumbo jumbo about like a loose bolt and stuff, and that while it's not like super dangerous that we have to stop, obviously if you're walking into that carriage, it's going to be a little shaky, you might break your ankles, so at the time being, best not be in there right now. So everything's okay. That sound you heard was just a rub, like a piece of metal hitting the side of the car, which damaged it. Everything's fine.
Screaming was totally unrelated.
Okay.
Everything is under control.
If that doesn't work, grenade. But yeah, no.
Okay, so Terry's rat, what are you doing?
Terry's rat is gonna keep bugging out, trying to get out of this car.
Okay.
But it's gonna be doing it in such a obvious way that the first rat keeps chasing it.
Absolutely. Go right ahead. So it's going to be 2 dice, just 2 dice straight across.
Double ones.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
The rat had the hive rat has also failed. And okay, so you got double ones.
Rat number 1.
Okay.
I knew
Right?
so well.
Okay, so I'm going to give you an offer, okay? You're playing around with a lot of stuff. And one of the things is that with the jokers, the one joker is a good joker, and the other joker is the bad joker. I've given you the good joker offer during the journey. I'm going to give you the bad joker offer, which is that as Terry's rat, should you want to use the +1 system from your sheet to help your rat, you can, but it will come at a cost. So essentially you are lending your essence, your being.
Do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Stop saying
The
that.
issue is, I have no combat skills whatsoever. Not even like runaway skills. I don't think I have anything I could give to my rat. Because my whole thing is communications, investigations, and knowledge.
Yep.
So I can't have like, oh, I give my cat or my rat communication. He turns and he befriends the hive rat. Well, actually, can my rat use my whispers?
I will say yes, but at a cost.
Okay. My rat is definitely going to try to befriend the hive rats. I will pay the cost.
Okay, so here is what's going to happen, okay? First off is that you are going to draw for corruption to add this connection. Because your rat failed so badly with the double ones that you felt that
Uh-oh.
as the one who trained it and used the whispers to get it.
All right, here we go. It's a red. 10 of diamonds.
Oh, all right. So, you do not take any corruption. So now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you roll your whispers. And you are going to roll... You're going to try to befriend it, which is going to be... you're going to roll the amount of whispers that you have.
Okay,
For that
is 2.
particular path. Okay.
And I'll wait and see what I get.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6 and a 5. I will take it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So it does not take much to try and befriend the hive rats, but it's not really befriending. Basically, what you're going from is it wants to eat you to it doesn't really see you. So you're kind of minimizing that threat level because the hive rats are beyond actually being like alive.
Okay.
They have one thing, and that is to consume. So it just no longer wants to consume your rat.
Have fun, Mara.
It's really nice to have backup.
And I will say that your rat also runs in the direction of where you are as well.
And when there is a gunshot noise,
Yes.
Terry is going to look at Gunter and be like,
All right. So I am going to now, because we're at the end of the round, I'm going to have whoever else wants to enter combat to also roll so that you can enter into this combat. What'd you get?
It's fine.
A 6? 6, nice. Okay, so you are actually going to be number 1. So you are going to act first in this round now. And then it will be Mara and the hive rats then. You're muted, Todd.
That's just Gunter's style. He just likes to move his lips and not make any sound.
Got it.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I gotta start making it down there to the luggage car. So I'm just gonna start hoofing it right away.
Okay, yep. You're able to get there pretty quickly.
Because I was trying to keep my rifle concealed, I had actually taken it into 2 pieces. It's, somewhat easy to kind of reassemble it back together. As I'm running, I'm taking it and I'm going to start kind of just clicking it back together so that it's actually going to be a workable weapon at this point. Because at this point now there's gunfire. I'm kind of assuming that they've found whoever the assassins are and they're trying to actually kill who they think the conductor is. That's the assumption I'm going with as I go in.
That's fair.
I'm assuming what I see is completely different from what I expect.
Oh,
correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, okay. So then I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't like rats already, so I'll just shoot the ugly one and hope it's not Terry's.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely shoot the ugly one. Go right ahead.
Hope it's not Terry.
My range is 4, so there we go. Got lots to work with. No problem there. I got 3 6s and a 3.
Dang. Okay, so you got 3 successes. Now, with your... Hold on a second. With your rifle, 3 successes means it's a critical hit. So, we get to go into extended ability. So, critical hit means that you roll 1d6 for damage instead. So, instead of just the 1, you're going to roll 1d6. And it takes that much damage. 4. The rat goes splat. and is no longer a rat. It is no longer anything other than chunks.
I'm glad
Excellent.
that happened and it was able to die or whatever.
Well, you still have the other hive rat. So, Mara, you're up next.
Okay. So which rat went kapoof?
The one
bit her or
the one
in the
that bit you, yes. Because I'm assuming you were standing close to the door as this happened.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that would be the rat that's closest to the door that Gunter would have been able to see.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. Goes that smart. Okay. She is I guess it's a little ways away, so the knife wouldn't make sense. So she is going to take up the pistol again and try to get rid of the other one.
Yeah, so roll your ranged.
It does look threatening, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, you said roll ranged?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's one success.
One success. Okay, that was all that you needed. It takes 2 damage. It's injured, but it's not down.
These things are really tough. What is this?
All right. It is up next, and it is going to try to bite you.
Again?
Yup. So, you can roll your brawn, or
Okay.
try to use something else to get away.
Okay.
You should befriend it. That worked last time.
Do you have any cheese?
Just give it a
Okay.
finger. It's all it wants.
She's gonna be backing up, trying to get to the door. And she is gonna like gesture with them. All right, get back there, you nasty beast. Get out. You've had your fun. Don't need to be blown up like your friends. She's trying to just be like loud and gesturing, trying to like scare it back while she has a hand behind her, trying to get through the door.
Okay, would you use communication for that?
Okay, perfect.
Like you're trying to seem like trying to shoo it away.
Okay, one success again.
One success. Okay, so both of you tie. It doesn't actually go away, but it doesn't quite bite you either. You're able to kind of like move your arms in a way that it lunges for you and it doesn't get you.
All right, that's a good rat. See, your friend already did damage. We're done here. You don't need to go the same way as him. She's like desperate who got the hand of trying to get the door open. Yeah, get off there.
Oh goodness. All right, Gabrielle, you are up next.
Can I make a fast request?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since my rat is out of combat, can I have it scurry through the door across Gabrielle's feet and like duck under a bench, very obviously?
Yes.
Well, now we got a rat problem to deal with. Gonna get a 0 on Yelp. Yeah, I think now that I took care of the back, everyone is chill. Everyone's chill. I'm gonna go back in the luggage. I guess I'll ask. Has anyone? I guess kind of awkwardly. Has anyone gone to the other side and told them what's happening?
Nope.
We heard the shots. Yeah, we heard the shots. Terry doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna go to the other
They're coming
side.
to shoot.
Yeah, Gunter's there. He came running to shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just
Yeah.
want to make sure the people have been dealt with. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go past them to the other side of the.
Okay, so you are gonna have to actually walk in the path of the hive rat.
Oh no. Oh yeah. No, that's not good.
You.
Being the mechanical G that I am, do I think if I throw a grenade into this thing's mouth, will I just obliterate all of us? Mitchell doesn't know how grenades work, other than movies.
Grenades make really big boom and destroy a whole big area. Essentially, what you would be doing is making the luggage car a crater, and most likely putting a divot into the train rails to the point of
Oh.
where you will probably derail the train.
Okay, so maybe not
If
that.
if there is a critical hit with
B.
it,
Yeah. If this doesn't, if
Can
this
we
is
have that go
Mara,
back to like
Connected
Plan
anymore.
E?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
down the line.
No.
I feel like
Not with this group. We only deal with plain Bs.
I'm looking at my club and my grenades, and I'm like, man, I really should have grabbed something in the middle, like just something that could handle things in the middle. But not wanting Mara or any of them to tease him afterwards for trying to do his thing, he's gonna go up and attempt to attack.
go right ahead.
With
My
You're gonna hit it with the club.
I'm gonna punch it with my grenade, just like bam.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, this is World War One. It's the stick grenades,
Oh
right? You could
yeah,
totally
yeah.
throw
Oh yeah. Oh.
See, now I'm
Whoops.
worried. I'm confusing my club for the grenade. I'm like grabbing handles and like, oh, this is it, right? Bam. So my question is, so what happened if I don't want to add any pips to this? And but I don't have any dice.
So you don't want to like.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to do it, and you'd risk a chance of the rat biting you.
Oh yeah, I don't like that. Oh man.
So you can become trained in it for 1 round and get a chance dice, like a 1 dice to roll.
I think what I'm gonna do, the best way I think that I can approach this is with the mechanical mind. So I'm gonna look for probably like some loose things, maybe like an overhang that's holding the luggage, or maybe it's like a shelf unit or something, and see if I can like undo some of the screws just enough to push it on top of this rat. That seems like my best way.
I'm going to say that like undoing screws in combat is going to take quite some time. Your better chance is to pull it, and
Oh man,
I am going to say I'm going to give you a deal.
All right.
I'm going to give you an option, okay?
All right, let's bring it on.
I will let you roll your brawn rating for this with the chance of corruption. So you draw a corruption card.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get some taint.
So
Crazy.
That's what I think Legend of the Five Rings had their corruption.
It was
mechanic
taint,
called
yep.
taint. Yeah.
It
Every time we
was.
played it, we felt like some kids. So 2 successes, and then I take a corruption card.
Yep. So black, you're gonna gain corruption. Red, you don't.
Oh, I do not. Do I just discard that?
Yep, just discard it.
Okay, I'll put that over there. It was a 10 of hearts.
Okay.
Yay!
Nice.
All right. So you call upon something otherworldly to help you pull this, okay? And as you do, as you use your strength to just force this luggage rack down onto this hive rat, you hear just a slight whisper. And it's a collective whisper of many, many voices. And it goes, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And then you don't hear it anymore.
Yeah.
All right. And then as the luggage falls onto the hive rat, you pin it underneath where it cannot move. And I'm assuming that one of you, Gunter, most likely,
Yep.
goes up and finishes the rat. Right? Am I correct in assuming that?
You would be correct on that.
Okay. Okay. So for completing this and doing it in such an interesting way, I'm going to allow you to each draw one card into your hand.
Okay.
So one card from the deck.
And I'm going to assume I don't, since Terry wasn't really
Oh.
involved.
That would be correct. Okay.
Is it
Now-
just the two of them, or is it? Sorry, who's drawing a card?
Everybody that was involved.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
No, you're good. Just want to double check.
Okay, so now that we are out of combat, if you would like to discard a card to heal up one of your attribute points per card, you may be able to do that.
Well, I've only lost one smart, so I'm okay.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Who needs smarts?
I better add one to that, or I might die. So.
All right, so you can discard a card at this point to heal one of your attribute points.
Okay.
And then as we get going and prep for this, at this time, we are going to take a short break for us to be able to go do human things.
Human things. What are those?
Like standing and...
What if I want to do rat things?
Then
I
do
mean, you
rat
can go
things.
do
You
rat
live your
things
life.
too. You can scurry. Scurrying's a thing.
This is why
Oh,
it's good you weren't in the
actually.
combat. You would have fell in love. It would have been like the Titanic, but on a train.
Just holding the little rat up at the engine.
Do-do-do.
All right. Welcome back from the break, everybody. I hope everyone got water or their beverage of choice, and was able to walk around and stretch for a little bit. We have just finished our combat with our lovely, lovely hive rats, which are amazing and smell awesome. Like nothing you've ever smelt before. There were several gunshots that have gone off. And so there are some people that are coming around and kind of being nosy. Just because you put out the announcement that they shouldn't go into the car doesn't mean that they listen.
Yeah, I mean, if they're like me, I'm more interested now than I was earlier.
Yeah, like if
Yep.
it might not have it might have actually gone over people's heads if you had not just said anything. So
Gosh darn it, I made it worse.
I was hoping you'd pick up on the rat running out and say, "Oh no, there's just a rat problem. Exterminator's back there," or something.
I should have just thrown a
Yeah.
grenade. I should have just thrown a grenade and been like, "Live good!" Just like everyone run back. Would have solved everything.
We don't need the other half of the train. It's fine.
Yeah.
no, not at all. All right.
Expression? What's that?
Mhm.
So, Terry, you are up at the front of the train with our
Yes.
lovely train conductor, Milan Siganovic. Siganovic heard the gunshots and is like, what was that? And starts to get up to go and investigate.
Oh, no need for that. I'm sure everything's okay.
But that sounded like gunshots. That sounded like serious.
It was only a couple of gunshots. I'm sure it's okay.
Keep going if there's a problem.
A couple of gunshots is not okay, especially on a train. I should definitely go see what's going on. And he starts
But if
to
you
walk
do that,
past
who's
you.
going to drive the train?
The train will be fine for 2-3 minutes.
It's on autopilot, duh.
Fine. I guess I can accompany you. It might be dangerous. I at least have my walking stick.
Okay, so he goes back and starts to head back towards the luggage train. Now, you did not show him that Mara was dressed up like him. And now the conductor is headed towards the conductor. What would you like to do?
This is fine.
This will be one of those moments where we're like, we don't know who's the real one, and we'll
It's
have
the
to shoot
Spider-Man
one of them.
pointing at each other, like...
What?
It's fine, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, we gotta
We
shoot
got
one
this.
of them. It's gonna be tough. Gosh darn it.
We probably should have told him we were protecting him. That might have. Yeah.
Yeah, Terry.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, Gunter.
All right, so he's starting to walk back. What are you going to do? You have about 3 seconds to figure out what you're going to do. You're going to hide, you're going to confront him, you're just going to play off as, hey, I'm just your body double.
Is Mara still in the car? She didn't get through the door yet, right?
No, she did not get through the door.
I mean, you know, you could just go behind the luggage. It's fine.
You're going to go hide behind the luggage?
Yeah, does she see him coming?
You do see him coming, yes. He's not subtle about it.
Rat guts everywhere.
There are rat guts everywhere. You also see that there is an opened luggage. An open luggage bag.
Is it a big open luggage bag or a not so big open luggage bag?
It is a pretty big open luggage bag, and you can tell, like, from what you see on there, that's where the hive rats came from. There's also some other stuff around there.
But we
Okay,
can put Mara in the luggage, right?
I thought that's where she was going with.
Yeah, I'll help her.
Conductor.
if that's-
Wrong conductor.
We don't know which one's the real one anymore,
Yeah.
okay?
We never established which one. Just a conductor goes in the luggage.
She looks at all of the rat guts between her and the luggage. I don't get paid enough for this. I don't get paid enough for this. And she runs and like jumps the luggage, like shove it back behind like the I'm assuming there are those big luggage things that they have on like airplanes and trains. And shoves it behind there. Goes to like jump in it. Hey, look, we can investigate and hide at the same time until somebody explains this. It's fine. It's
Can I
Yeah,
have a quick-
absolutely.
okay.
Okay, so as you jump into that area with the luggage, you're able to kind of move so that when the conductor walks to the back, pretty quickly, by the way, you aren't spotted. In the luggage container, you do see that there are signs that the hive rats were in there. You also see that there is a set of crumpled woman's clothing, an empty gun holster, a pouch with 3 slots for vials, but there's only 1 vial left in the pouch. And you do see a ticket for the train with the numbers 5342289.
Okay, it's too bad we don't have like my rat to communicate with Terry anymore.
So
Siganovic.
Siganovic quickly walks through the luggage cart, doesn't really even stop to investigate anything, goes to the back, and walks through. Gabrielle, you were towards the back, right? You were towards the sleep cart?
Yeah, so I was closer. Yeah.
Okay, so you see the real Siganovic walk past through the sleep car, go to the security guard, talk to him quietly, walk back to the dining car, check out everything, and then walk back again towards the front of the train.
Oh,
Terry
okay.
following every step of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give him the thumbs up.
Okay.
Is the person speaking with the conductor the one with no combat
Yes.
training? That's a really good idea.
I think Gunter's
No
the
pressure.
only one with combat experience, right? The rest of us just die?
What?
Speak for yourself.
Gunter's the real OG when it comes to fighting.
Nice that I can
Did you
fight
see
with
the
him.
way that Gunter just blew up that zombie rat?
Yeah.
I've
Well, it's
experienced
my only
not
combat experience is shooting rats, actually. So there better not be any people we have to shoot because I have no experience with that at all.
Or people-headed rats.
Okay.
Mara's got experience.
Okay. So you guys, you see Siganovic walk back up to the front, and then take his post again. It was a pretty straightaway area where he could quickly move back and forth. He goes, checks and surveys the area, and you guys continue on your way.
Oh.
Is there anyone else around, like in the passenger car or anything like that, like kind of taking a little extra interest in the conductor, like as he's walking or something?
Not anyone in the passenger car. Gabrielle, you do see that there is an individual that's in the dining car, that does look up and watch Siganovic walk back, and then, kind of follows behind and looks behind as he leaves back towards the front.
Can I sit down with this person? Are they still at the dinner?
So they're still sitting down. So they're sitting there. They're just reading a newspaper. They watch as he goes by. Then he turns and goes like this, and they just continue reading the newspaper. There's another individual that's chain smoking. Looks to be very nervous, watching out the window, looking at their watch. Bouncing their leg. Very agitated.
Yeah, I'll sit across from them. I think Mara's been beaten enough, and now she's in a.
Which individual are you sitting across from?
The one with the newspaper.
The one with the newspaper? Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried the anxiety guy is gonna kill someone, and I don't want to be close enough to that.
Okay.
So the newspaper guy seems safest.
Okay, so you are going to press them for information?
Yeah, I'm gonna casually be like, "How's the weather?"
Okay. So, you are going to need to make a investigation roll. I will also let you use communications if you would like, but the target number is going to be a 4.
I'll do communications.
Okay.
So real quick though, so there is a pip to right to the left of the description. That doesn't count, right? Or does that count?
So that does not count towards your dice.
All right, just making sure. All right, so I got 3 for communications, and this is smart.
Got this.
Ooh, but I need 4, right?
Yep.
And how much smarts, or I guess recruitment, does it take to add a die?
It's just 1, but you can add as many as you have in smarts.
All right, I'm gonna
for
use
1
2 of
cost
them.
each. You're gonna use 2 of them?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
get a total of 5. And
All right.
for the love of all that is good in the world. Come on. Fuck. 1 success.
You can spend another to re-roll as many dice as you would like, but you have to keep that.
Can't be worse than only 1, right?
If you roll 1.
Barely. Well, I rolled 2 1s in that.
Oh no.
So it's not great. Can I still choose to kind of shift the numbers after the reroll?
Yes, so you can still add 1 pip to a dice.
Okay. And if I reroll, I have to reroll all the dice, right?
No, you can reroll as many dice as you choose.
Okay, cool.
So you can keep the 1 success.
All right, I'm gonna keep the 1 success, and I'll reroll, rolling those 4 die. Come on, bejeebus.
Got
all right,
this.
1 more success.
Okay.
How much did it cost me to reroll?
1.
1. All right, and how much does it cost to increase the die?
Each pip costs 1. So, for
right.
instance, if you have a 3 and you want to get it up to a 5 to be a success, you have to spend 2. So that can get very costly.
Yeah.
You can
man.
re-roll again.
Let's do that. All right. Let's re-roll again. All right.
Okay. You can keep the 2 successes.
Okay, come on. We're getting there. It's gonna take all of me. So that's 1 more success. And then
So you got 3 successes total.
I
Gabriel's
got
gonna
two.
talk himself to death.
I know. I got two things left. But it's one to shift a pip up, right? Or is it two? I forgot again.
It's 1, so if you have a 4 and you want to get it to
I
a
do.
5.
Yeah, I will
Okay,
shift
then you
that
can.
to a 5.
Okay, so then you got 4 successes.
I'm
What are
like
you trying
sweating.
to get? What information are you trying to get out of, and how?
Why is he here? Does he plan on hurting anyone? But like, yeah, trying to figure out like, engage him in polite conversation to figure out why he's going from wherever he came from to this new location, and just studying his general vibe to see like, is that the truth or is there an underlying um malevolence? Is
Okay.
this a rat in a man skin?
Oh, that's not something you want to
Ew.
find in the luggage cart. Okay.
Oh, thanks.
And
Okay.
I feel like it takes it all out of me because anxiety.
So you notice that this person absolutely does not wish to talk to. Everything about their body language is closed to you. So this causes you so much anxiety.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh God, they do not want to talk to me. This is awful. So the passenger looks extremely annoyed and tells you that it's none of your business what they're doing, and gets up to leave. And as they do, you notice that this individual has very fair features. And
Do they have an accent?
they do.
They have a scar over their eye.
No.
I'm anxious about this person. Where does he seem to be going?
Starts moving to the front of the train.
Oh, can I whisper to my rat?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper to my incoming bogey, super pale accent. Go. And I'll get up and.
Oh, I apologize. There was a miscommunication. Fair features as in feminine. Not fair skin.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Now I see where you were going with that. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's horrifying. I did not realize that's how that came across. I apologize. As if it's more feminine features.
Okay.
You have the Germans as potential bad guys. Come on.
I mean, you do, but that's not what this is about.
I was like, is this a vampire or just a pale person? Oh my gosh.
That's right. They don't get any sun. Follow them.
Are they
They need that
They're from the
vitamin D.
Balkans. They don't get any sun.
exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Are they presenting themselves as feminine, or are they trying to hide? I guess is my question.
It looks like they're trying to hide.
Oh man.
I don't want to say hide, but yes, that's yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to my rat. Miscommunication there.
I will let you say that you did not say that was what it was. That was a miscommunication on my part. I'm not gonna make you.
No, it's cool. Yeah, I'll be like, pretty lady approaching. Pretty suspicious. I'm gonna be following safely from behind. There's also another anxious person back here. I think I'm just gonna be anxious with him or figure out why we're anxious together. But keep me in a loop. I'll throw the rat.
Okay. Rat goes running off.
The pretty one walking rapidly. Bad vibes. Always dangerous.
But yeah, I'll follow, like, not closely, but from a nice, safe distance.
Yeah. All right. So you follow closely, and you do notice that they are moving towards the front of the train through the luggage cart. You notice that they very quickly kind of look towards where where your combat was,
Mm.
but keep going.
So, okay, I mean, this is for the rest of my team. Am I allowed to do something stupid? Would you guys permit me? Is that okay?
If
Have
you
you
Go
want
for
met
it.
this team?
something stupid.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Uh,
in my mind, what I think I'd like to do is, I don't know how grenades work, but I'm thinking of pen and stuff, and I don't know. But what I would like to do
That is how they work in World War One. Yep.
um, is there a way to unpin it but put pressure on it so that it won't explode, but shake her hand so that she and I are holding that pressure down, or is that no?
The pressure plates were not invented at this time.
Oh man,
That's not a thing.
I feel every never going home
Yeah.
book should come with a grenade so that we can understand a little bit better about the past.
Basically,
So
you
we'll
pull
start
the
with a
pin.
diagram of a grenade.
You pull the
Keep on
pin,
going.
and in like a couple of seconds, they say 4. Let me tell you, there's no amount of time. Like you're supposed to pull and throw as quick as possible,
Could be
because they
4,
go.
could be 2. Who
It,
knows?
it could be 4, could be 2. And they makes a very big boom. Like you pull that, both of you are dead.
I don't want that. I just wanted to scare her. I'm gonna figure out. I'm shoehorning this grenade in this somewhere in here. But I mean, as long as are we the only ones in this this suitcase area?
The luggage
Yeah.
area. No. You're still hiding in there, Mara, right? Or as Siganovic went through, did you move? Mara?
I'm so sorry. What was that? My brain just did the dumb and hiccup thing. Sorry. What was
No,
that?
that's totally
Blue
fine.
screened for a second.
I thought I was on silent.
I just did the error 404 if I needed to reboot here. Okay, hello.
When Siganovic went through the first time and you dove behind the luggage and you kind of searched through stuff, did you come out and leave after that?
Yeah. So after he was safely gone, I think she probably grabbed. Let's see what we have. The she would have tried to figure out what kind of gun was in the holster. And then taken the remaining vial, and train ticket, and probably torn a piece off of the woman's clothes to wrap around her arm because that's really obvious that there's a rat bite there.
Okay.
Something
Okay,
to stand
so
out of it.
doing a little bit of first aid. So the gun holster, you really can't tell what gun is in a gun holster. You can assume that it's probably a handgun.
So like
And
okay.
most likely a revolver. But you're not quite sure. Like you can't tell make or model from a holster.
Okay, but at least like the relative size. So that's
You got the relative size.
that it is concealable with.
And you have a vial with clear liquid.
Cool. We're not going to drink that. However, we should let everyone know, please don't drink anything. Eat anything. Don't touch anything. Make sure the conductor doesn't touch anything. Just don't. Just don't. Just say no. So after that has kind of passed, she's going to quickly change back into her normal clothes because the conductor walking back out of the back is gonna be real sus.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Real easy. You're used to those quick costume changes.
I can like grab something from the women's clothes. No, just kidding. And then she's gonna follow that and come out of the luggage cart.
Yeah, you can go out of the luggage cart.
And just looking very uneasy, like something weird just happened. I thought that was a gunshot. I was in the back. I was over on the bench.
Nice reference. I like that.
Looking a little concerned, she's gonna kind of walk out of the back. And she's gonna like subtly pull out the ticket, but it looked like she's just nervous. Like I don't remember what my seat number was. I need to check it. Make sure she has the number memorized. Does she know what the number is? Is that where you're supposed to sit? Is that like the transaction number?
So it's basically like the transaction number, but it's also for the passenger manifest. So that they know who is on the train, and in case there's an accident, who is not on the train and who they need to look for.
Cool. The passenger manifest kept.
Passenger manifest is usually kept with the conductor.
How convenient.
This really works out. And so she's like mumbling softly to herself, like she's like rattled and not sure where her seat is, and she kind of glances over to see how Gabrielle's doing.
So Gabrielle is following behind the woman.
Okay.
You see, Gabrielle, that she does look in the direction of that luggage cart. Or that luggage, okay? You see that this individual pulls out something out of their pocket and throws it into that area, and you hear the clink of glass. And then they walk very quickly through the door and shut it. And then you hear a lock.
Oh no. That's our weakness.
She come towards me, or is she going back? She went through the luggage thing. Where is she now?
So this individual is now in the passenger car up towards the conductor.
Okay, so we're all going the same direction.
Yep.
And she threw that behind her towards where Mara is?
No, in the luggage cart.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll go check it out.
That's
okay.
Where did Gunter go after the rats were killed?
Yeah, where did Gunter go?
Gunter would have been looking around to see if there was anything else, any other of these monstrous rats and everything like that, and then basically just would be kind of following with the rest.
Okay, so at this point, you probably would have gone through and looked through the rest of the luggage cart. You most likely would have looked through at least one of the other carts just to make sure that there's nothing else in there. So where would you have ended up? There's the dining cart, which is the last one, the sleeping cart, the luggage cart, and the passenger cart.
I think at this point I'd probably be in the passenger cart by now.
Okay, so you also see this individual walk through and shut the door, and then you hear... Well, you guys don't hear it. Because there's chatter and stuff like that up here, so... You just see that this individual closes the door behind them.
Yeah.
And then quickly, walks over to a seat and sits down. Alright, so... Gabrielle, you were walking into this, and you saw them take out a vial and throw it in towards the back, towards that luggage area. And you hear a clink of glass.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Definitely running over to that clink.
Okay. I need you.
Bye, Gabrielle.
No, I just had an anxious conversation.
I am going to need you to make I'm gonna give you an option. Okay? I am gonna let you either make a knowledge roll, which you don't have any right now, or you can fully give in to the voices that you heard before and take a point of corruption. It's not a chance, it's an actual point of corruption. But you will get 2 dice to roll to figure out what this is.
I'll take that corruption.
All right.
I think can't let my other friend have all the rat fun.
All right. So then you're going to roll 2 dice.
Holy heck, this isn't great.
You got this.
No, I don't.
You don't got this.
2 4s.
2 4s. You can. I will let you, for a chance at another point of corruption, you can use one of your other brawn or guts to change one of those pip to a success.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay, so then you're going to draw for corruption. I'm playing around with the mechanics, by the way, with all this stuff, just to let you guys know.
All right, I got a red. All right, sorry, I don't put it.
You got a red? Okay,
Yep.
make sure you discard that, please.
Yeah, I put it on the side.
Okay, so you didn't gain a point of corruption.
Another point.
It's It smells very strong. For perspective from the character, you've never really smelt something like this. For the perspective of Mitch, it is chlorine gas.
Oh, yeah, I've smelt that before.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
Just don't work.
it is extremely pungent smell. You start choking almost immediately. You don't take any damage right now, but you will start to asphyxiate.
Oh crap! This is oh yeah is that's not great. That's not cool. She's not cool. Is there like a like a side door out into the air?
Nope.
I'm gonna go backwards then.
Okay, backwards, and then what are you gonna do?
Oh my god!
Because that door is open. And I don't know if Mitch knows much about chlorine gas, but essentially almost everything within a 200-foot radius is going to be suffering in very quickly if it stays open.
Will they suffer or die?
Yes. Both of
First
those
one,
will
then
happen.
the
All
other.
the above.
It is not very pleasant.
Oh man! All right, Gabe will he will attempt to be the hero in this, and I think what he would want to do is, is the vial like spilled on the ground and stuff? Is there a way for him to collect it and like try to get it to an outdoor? Oh man!
No.
So- I'm gonna jump in real quick.
Yes.
Jump.
Gabe sent the rat to Terry,
Correct.
saying suspicious woman back by the luggage.
Yes. Oh, I apologize. I did forget about the rat. The rat would have, as she sits down, the rat would have gotten to you.
Okay. So, does Terry see Mara or Gunter near the conductor area?
I mean, Mara saw that and was like, that's bad, but Gabriel's got it and went back up, really went quickly up towards the front.
Do you think Gabriel's got it? I feel that's a lot of assumptions.
So Terry is going to, okay, Mr. Shodnovic,
Need to figure
You're in
out who the
danger?
problem is.
watch out for any pretty women. And then he's gonna book it down the car.
Is this right as Mara is not in the conductor's uniform running to the...
No, not, nope.
Terry's gonna pass Mara on the way and be like, oh, wait. Later. And then keep on going.
Directions unclear.
Quick,
I'm not
ruffle
gonna-
her hair.
Yeah. The second time you see a pretty woman, you're in danger.
It might be
Alright.
filtered, we're not sure. More descriptors. More descriptors.
Sure. All right,
She
so
sees him going and is just like, okay, well, I'm definitely going to the conductor then. I gotta figure out who this
All right.
person is.
you're heading towards the conductor. Terry is heading this way. Gunter,
Okay.
I'm assuming, is watching. Right?
Yeah,
Or...
at this point, would I be seeing like all this chlorine gas starting to spill out into the actual train, or?
No. So, the funny
Okay.
thing about chlorine gas is that you don't really see it. It's something
Okay, but would I be smelling it?
you smell something off.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. You do smell something off.
Okay. Okay.
If we inhale enough of it.
As the more experienced soldier out in the field, would I recognize this smell?
You would. Chlorine gas was starting to be experimented with in World War I. So this is something that you would
Okay.
would have been familiar with. You know what happens with this. You
All
need
the
to
work.
get the
Okay.
windows open.
Yeah. So right away, I'm gonna just start shouting out gas. It's like the reflex, the training, and everything. I just start shouting out gas, and yeah, I'm gonna start going and start opening all the windows as quickly as possible. If they won't open on their own, if they're stuck or locked or anything, I'll just take the butt of my rifle and just start smashing glass.
Okay. So you start having this moment of, I've experienced this, I'm going to take lead here. Tiganovic goes, what are you doing? What's going on? What's happening?
And I'll basically just start explaining is that there's chlorine gas. And it's just like, we need to get, everybody out of here. We need to ventilate and let this thing escape. And just as I'm doing it, just start trying to smash and open more and more windows.
All right. So he starts directing everybody to move to the front of the car.
Okay.
So.
It's gonna work out just fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure this wasn't her plan.
All right. So now I'm going to go to Gabriel.
I mean,
What are
I
you
think,
doing? You also
for
start smelling it coming through the door. Like, there's only so much that you can protect from this.
yeah. I mean, other than like closing the door and like taking off my shirt, people see my rippling muscles. And like stuffing it into the like seams and stuff. I'm like, everyone in the back as far as you can. Gas.
Okay. All right, so they start panicking and start moving towards the back. As they move out of the luggage area, or not the luggage area, you're in like the dining car area.
Mm-hmm.
The sleep car area starts to evacuate as well, and the dining car area also starts to move to the back. Okay.
If there's any desserts on the table, I'm definitely grabbing that on the way back.
So now, those of you who are in the passenger car, I need you to make an investigation roll.
Okay.
Can I jump in for a second?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead. What are you doing?
So Terry, I'm sure sometime in the past, someone in the group has seen Terry do this.
Mm-hmm.
Terry is a master of the elements, specifically air.
Yes, he is.
And as soon as Gunter starts shouting gas, I am going to discard a card.
Yep.
And I am going to use Whisper's elemental ritual, air.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm going to, first off, I'm going to give you a little bit of background knowledge, is that magic is not well known in this.
Yes.
So, are you going to try to keep this hidden that you're doing, or are you going to be doing something showy?
I think this is going to be, everyone's panicking. There's gas. Soldier guy is breaking open windows with the butt of his rifle. People are shouting. And I think I'm going to be trying to disguise it as me also panicking and waving my walking stick around.
I love it. Okay.
Shouting gibberish.
Okay. So, you are going to make your roll.
Okay.
And this one draws for corruption as well, I believe. If I remember correctly.
It said discard a card. So I did that, and the card counts as one automatic success.
All right, sounds good. Oh, it is not requirements. Or no, this card is. Hold on.
Roll high.
It says if the caster has no cards, draw for corruption.
Gotcha. Okay, so you can still do this. You're good.
Cool.
All right, storyteller.
So the storyteller is going to start shouting in a different language. I don't know what. Whichever one his grandma dates back to.
Canadian.
Canadian, yes. It's going to be a weird, messed up version of French.
Most likely some sort of Slavic or also possibly Russian.
Yeah.
So.
And waving his staff around.
Okay.
And basically, he is going to funnel all of the air in the cargo area.
Yeah.
Out through the nearest window.
Okay. All right. So what did you roll?
Come on, I believe in you.
I got a 4. I have 1 automatic success, and I will burn a smart to bump that 4 up to a 5, so that's
Absolutely.
2 successes.
All right, so you are able to do that. It's going to take all of your concentration, however.
Yes.
So you will not be able to roll this investigation check.
Fair.
Okay. But you are able to focus it, and for the time being, you have everything under control. You do hear, as you pull that air out, you hear this whispering, and you've heard it before, specifically when you use this magic, of, we found him, we need him, he's ours. As you do this. All right. Gunter and Mara, investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a couple of points of guts to make sure I can do this because I have no investigation.
Gotcha. So you can spend a minimum of 1. You can add another dice to it if you would like.
Y'all know who
I have
has
not-
a crap ton
Or
of
you could
investigation?
you could be doing, because you're also busy breaking open windows and getting all of the air fresh. You could say that you
Yeah.
are too busy for this. You don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
spend
true.
that stuff.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's do that then.
All right. So Mara, investigation.
Okay, investigation is go to the conductor's thing. This is fine. I only had 1 dice to borrow. Fortunately, I got it. I got 1.
You got 1 success?
Yes, oh, that marked that.
Okay. So, hold on a second. I need to grab more dice.
Wait, for your character? Don't do that. How many dice you got? 2's enough.
Concerned. Just a little bit. Just
Okay. You you catch sight of the woman, the individual that you were told to watch out for, move past you. But as the crowd starts moving towards the front of the train as well, you lose sight of them. You also lose sight of Siganovic.
So they are all just ahead of her in the conductor's thing? And she
You're not
loses
quite
sight of them?
sure. You're not quite sure.
When you say lose sight of, does it look like they kind of disappeared, or did they just... Oh, no.
You don't see them at all in the crowd.
Okay, so the crowd of people that have pushed to the front of the train because of the gas?
Yep.
Okay, well, she doesn't see either of them. She has her thing where she can find a connection between 2 people.
You do.
Nice.
Would you like to use that at this time?
I sure would.
Which 2 people would you like to find the connection to?
I mean, can I do the 2 of them?
You can do the 2 of them. So you reach out, and I'm not even going to make you do corruption because this is one of the benefits of discarding that card, is that you bypass the corruption. You have, as the Stolen Valor, you have also listened to those whispers, listened to the darkness. And you reach out to that again, knowing that this is a boon that you have been given. And you ask to see the threads that have been woven by these 2 individuals. And it's almost as if time briefly stops for a second, because you can see their shadows walk through everything and basically recreate the last hour or so of everything. And then you see as the shadows meet up and then exit out one of the open windows up to the top of the train.
I thought this was supposed to be kind of a simple job. It's a good thing I used to like the monkey bars as a kid. And she kind of very quickly and somewhat forcibly, she tries to make it look like she's panicked, but she probably kind of is, pushes through all of the people towards that open window super fast. Gosh, did they ever establish like a red alert where they could yell so that everyone knew there was a problem?
You guys did not, but I will give you an option. If you guys want to have established something, everyone can draw for corruption.
Oh. It's getting tough. I don't know about that.
I would
Alright,
just
let's
Go
assume
for it. It's a one shot.
any calls for Gunter means, oh shit, things have gone bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
You know what? Let's just call it a standard practice. When Gunter starts breaking windows, shit's at the fan.
Should pick a nickname for the group that she might just yell out.
Okay, so do you guys want to draw for corruption? Everybody draw for corruption to establish the
Let's
code word?
do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
If you get a black, you get a corruption. If you get a
Huzzah!
red, you do not.
Okay.
I got
YOLO.
corruption. I got more
Woohoo!
corruption.
A red.
No.
All right, and then
I
these
have
are
nothing.
discarded, so you do not use these.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, got a red.
Now, just before I go, we move on because this is now going to be moving on to the next scene. Where is everyone's corruption at?
2.
0.
1.
Nice. Okay. All right, so we have 2 and 1. Okay. So you guys now have that established, and I'm assuming like the rats are involved, especially since technically Gabrielle is on the other side of the train. And so I would assume that you would have sent a rat over as soon as it's able to get through that luggage cart without dying of poison, because I'm assuming you're not going to send your rats into a poison area.
Also, the word is definitely strawberry pie.
And so you guys understand that whoever it is that you've been tracking has now taken Siganovic up to the roof. So, do you guys head up to the roof?
Let's do a Tom Cruise.
All right, so you guys head on up to the roof. This is our break. You guys head on up to the roof. We're going to go to a cutscene.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
I know.
We're going out the window and up the train. This is very
Now, is this a cutscene as in movie cutscene we can't do anything, or is this a video game cutscene where there's quick action events?
Oh, where we press X.
So this cutscene is just going to set the scene, and then you will be able to act. All right, so the train rocking increases as you push yourself out onto the ladder, following the screaming from Siganovic. The wind whips around you, and you can hear the voices, the whispers floating on it that you have been hearing this whole time, moving too fast to make out what it's now saying. You yell out his name, Siganovic, and his voice orientates you further forward. You can see 2 figures struggling on the rooftop. A smaller figure, but very quick and very strong. Stronger than you would think. She continues to drag him up the roof of the train, and her eyes keep looking forward on the horizon. You're trying to figure out what she's looking for. And as the train whistle echoes off of the countryside, you see it up ahead. There's a bridge. One you will be crossing in a few short moments that stands over a deep gorge. You can tell that she's planning on throwing Siganovic over the edge. So you need to move, and quickly. So now we are going to do initiative.
Yay!
Hey, roll initiative.
Now use my grenade.
Oh, this is so fitting.
Oh no.
Big old 6 for the sharpshooter.
4 for the storyteller.
1
Okay,
for
so
the grenader.
sharpshooter was what?
6.
6.
6. Who was 4?
Storyteller. Ted.
Storyteller.
Ted / Terry.
Gabrielle is 1. What'd you get, Mara?
Also
1.
My nose is starting to sting. It's making me
Some of us were ready for war.
All right, Gunter, you are the first to act. What would you like to do?
All right, so the one who is trying to throw the conductor off the train, I think I'm just going to go ahead and just try and take a shot at her before she can actually throw him off. Kind of hope for the best on this one. A bit of a knee-jerk reaction.
Absolutely, you can do that.
With my 4 dice. Yep. Let's see. 1, 2. I got 3 5s and a 1. So there's 3 successes right there.
Ooh, okay.
Which once again gives me a critical.
So it would, but it's contested, and she takes away one of those.
Okay.
So
Oh,
you
no.
still do the. Is it 2? Hold on. Is it 1?
Yeah, there's still 2.
It's still
Because
2.
I had 3
Okay.
before. She takes away 1. Yeah.
Yep. So it's still 2. You still hit her square. You can tell by your training that she isn't just a soldier. She isn't the run-of-the-mill soldier. She's a specialized agent. She has training.
Crap, we don't have that.
She has like highly specialized training.
This is fine.
Well then.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
She is up next, and she's going to take her pistol and shoot you. So it's going to be contested.
Okay.
You can use athletics to get out of the way, or you can use no, I think athletics is really the only one.
Yeah, nuts. Okay, and I don't have anything for that. So I'll have to spend some of my brawn to roll some dice.
Yup.
I will spend 2 of my brawn as I work out my sore back and suddenly twist out of the way.
All right.
I got a 6 and a 1, so I got 1 success out of that.
Okay, and she got 2 successes, so she is able to hit you for 1 damage.
Okay,
She did not
get the
get the critical.
Okay. Or do I get to choose what it affects?
You get to choose where it goes.
Okay, let's take it out of guts. Hits me in the gut. How ironic.
Not a gut wound, no.
All right.
Right in the courage. Ugh.
During combat, by the way, if you want to discard a card for healing, you can do so to negate 1 point of damage per card while in combat.
Wow, okay. Let's do that then.
All right.
So I'll discard and then take back 1 of my brawn. There we go.
Okay, that works. All right. Up next is going to be Harry.
Yep. All right. Terry is not a combat character.
No, he's
At least
not.
Not a normal combat character.
Uh-oh.
He is going to reach into his sack of rats and pull out some rat droppings and blow them into the wind. And I would like to cast Sickness as a whisper.
Yep, you absolutely can do that.
I'm going to target Smarts.
Okay.
And I would like to add the additional continuous damage augment.
All right, you can absolutely do that.
Which is a penalty of 2, so I need 2 successes for it.
Yep.
All right. And I will burn 2 smarts to add 2 dice, so I'm rolling 4 dice.
Go right ahead.
That's a 3, a 4, and a 1. And I need to get at least 2 successes for the continuous damage.
Yep.
So I will burn... Can I burn a guts to represent emotion of Terry is so frustrated that the one time he left the conductor, he gets snagged?
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I will. I like that. I like that. You're frustrated with yourself, so you're gonna beat yourself up.
That is 4 successes, a 6, a 5, 5, 5.
Nice. All right, so you absolutely get that.
Nice.
All right, and how many points of damage is that?
So Sickness only does 1.
But
and then the continuous
damage.
does an additional 1 on my next turn.
Okay.
And it targets her smarts.
Got it. All right. So you can feel her, like you can see her like go like this and like hold her head for just a brief moment.
Is there anything for criticals with whispers? I don't know.
Generally not with whispers, no.
Okay, cool.
Because they do a lot of like you can do a lot of sick stuff with that stuff so they generally don't have criticals. Some of them might, but they're gonna say if it is. All right. Up next. Are you done with your turn? Sorry, I should have asked.
Oh yeah, no, that's me. I only get to do one thing.
Okay. Gabrielle, you are up.
Oh man.
Oh, I should ask. It's actually Gabrielle and Mara. You two tied, so who would like to go first?
What do you think,
Go
Mara?
for it.
All right. I guess the thing I'm trying to do is get my boy away from this scary lady.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get my butt kicked during it, but I'm hoping everyone else can distract her long enough that I don't get my butt kicked too much.
All right.
But yeah, I guess I'll start to move closer and everything. Is there anything else you can do?
So you are able to get up, like you can time it pretty well to be able to get up pretty close to her. If you want to try and take an action against her, I would allow that. So I will say that you are probably far enough away where if you fail, there might be some dire consequences.
Yeah.
As you are on a moving train.
Yeah, can I grab onto him or?
So it would still be contested with her because she's basically in control of him.
Yeah. Oh god, I feel like all right. This is for you guys in our Plan D.
See?
Ye Gabe.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll try to hit her with my club.
Okay, absolutely.
There we go.
Are you like yeeting it or?
No, I should yeet it. So then no one can make me do it again.
Nice, I like that.
But yeah, so I will spend 1 to buy a die.
Okay.
So that I have just 1 die.
Yep.
And I will roll and a 6.
Hey.
Yee. Okay. So she got a 5 on her contested. So
no.
you do not yeet yourself off of the train.
That's good. That's not my goal.
She does not overtake you as well. However, you aren't able to get quite a grasp on Siganovic. But you are up there now.
Yeah, I shouldn't be here. This is I shouldn't be here in every way.
You weren't
possible.
even supposed to work today.
I know, right? I'm 3 weeks from retirement. I am this close to going home. Gosh darn it.
Man,
Well, it's
this was
never going
supposed to be
well, so-
Brandon's job.
Exactly.
They told me just a simple smash and grab.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's it for me.
Mara, you're up.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, you know what? We've got your back, Gabe. We got this. She's like awkwardly and slightly one-sidedly pulls herself up on the train and then runs over to this person. Wow, words. The woman is holding the conductor, right?
Yes.
So trying to take a shot, bad idea, unless I were like a really good sniper or something.
I would
Unless
say
you're a
you could probably figure that out, yeah.
Cool. She is going to instead pull out a weirdly designed but very deadly looking curved knife. And she's instead going to run at this woman and try to get between her and the conductor. Not so forcefully that she pushes him off the train herself. That would be bad. Try to make him go the long way of the train. And she is going to pull out a knife and try to make an attack at this woman at a minimum to get her to let go of the guy, but also damage would be great.
All right, so that would be melee.
Cool.
Out of curiosity, roughly how many rounds do we have before we hit the gorge? Like one more round, two more rounds?
You have one more round.
Okay, question. Oh, sorry.
Nope, it's your turn. Go.
Is the knife she has supposed to be thrown or hand to hand?
So for her, she usually throws knives.
Okay, cool. Scratch that. I was looking back and I'm like, wait, I don't have any melee. I feel like I have made
No, you come up real close. Don't you be far away. I'm doing things I'm not supposed to too, so.
first and then try to like push in between. Instead of trying to do the knife fighting. So she sees that she's going to throw the knife and attempt to hit one of the pressure points where she is holding the conductor so that she can't hold as well.
Okay.
So yeah, just holds in her fingers and like yeets it.
Yep, you absolutely can try.
Cool. This is ranged?
Correct.
Cool. Just give me...
Makes sense. I would have thought athletics, but I understand why it's ranged.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thrown weapons. Okay, we're gonna make a little trade here and borrow some stuff. What am I gonna borrow?
No, it literally says thrown weapons next to ranged.
Okay. Well, that's one.
One success? Okay. So you throw your knife, and then what I'm going to have you do is, because you missed her,
Oh.
I'm going to have you roll 1d6, and I'm going to let you choose high or low.
Now I'm scared because my dice have been rolling really low, but I know the second one. Say low. Low. Let's go with low.
Low? Okay. What would you like low to be? That you lose the knife or that you hit Siganovic?
Lose the knife.
Okay, so low would be lose the knife, so that would be a 1, 2, or 3. High is going to be that you hit Siganovic, so that's 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Am I gonna roll this to take some of the stress off, or am I gonna roll?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, the mission was for us not to kill him, right? So if we kill him, like, no.
Well, we were
The mission
supposed to
was to not
protect him
draw
from a
attention.
threat from someone else. I figure if we become the threat, we are still
Yeah.
following the parameters of the mission.
Death is a great
You know.
Not
teacher, right?
wrong.
Yeah,
You're all the same. Let's do it. Yeah,
What'd you get?
kick him out. She got it wrong.
She hit him.
Did you hit him?
Look, the train is bouncy. I'm not as practiced here.
Okay.
This is dumb. Like right after she's going to like run, like she's running as she's doing this to push herself between him and the woman. So this is gonna get awkward really fast.
Okay, so you hit him for 1 damage. It definitely hurts. You got him in the leg. So he screams out, and you can hear him scream. But he's not dead. So he is not.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. It is possible. She's still gonna be like running forward as she did that, so she can try and like be between her. Let's be close or like something. Offer a distraction. I don't know. Whatever.
On the upside, you didn't lose the knife. It's stuck in his leg.
Is it literally like, I'm sorry.
As she throws it and that hits. I thought she finished like that. I'm sorry. It's fine. You'll be fine. It's just we got it. I got a first aid kit. It's good. And then like at the last, as she's running up, and she's like, "Oh, this is bad. Okay, it's not an artery. Okay, he's probably okay. This is fine." She's gonna just turn to the just try. I don't know. She does not have melee. So it's not gonna be coordinated. She's gonna try and like elbow her arm or something, and just. All right, let go of him. You don't want to fight an Irish woman on the top of the train. It's bad luck. Trust me.
All right, and then is that at the end of your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay, she looks very confused at you, like,
Really helpful.
what? All right.
All or nothing.
Gunter.
Well, I think the best thing to do is take another shot at her and see if I can actually finish her off this time. But
Absolutely.
I was thinking about using my whisper, which is make them flee, but there's too many close together, teetering, precariously from the edge of a moving train. So that
Yup.
seems to be dumb idea number 7. So we're not gonna do that. I think also too, because ranged is guts. Yes, I
Correct.
think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to add a couple more dice to this because she has some skills.
She does.
She learned bullet dodging in spy school.
It's a
Ba-ba-ba. Oh, I only got 1 6 and then a 4. I'm gonna bump up. That'll leave me with 1 guts, but what the hell? We'll spend another guts to move that up to a 5. So I've got 2 successes.
Okay. So you hit her again. It's not a critical. She does take the damage. She's looking injured, but she's still up.
dang it.
Yeah.
All right. Does that end your turn, Gunter?
I think so. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to move in. There's already a whole bunch of other people in the way and everything already.
Yeah,
And
everything's
yeah,
starting
I
to get
also
muddied
suck
up.
at melee. Yeah. No, I'm all good.
Okay. Now it's going to be her turn. And she is going to try to
Surrender?
No. She is going to turn her pistol around and try to hit. Who was the first one? Gabriel.
Oh no.
Can I ask her not to? I'll just let go.
I'm very fragile. I'm so squishy.
I mean, so you don't have to roll to chance it. You can chance that she's not going to hit anything. Like, you could take that chance. You could also end up taking a gunshot.
Oh, no, I don't want that. Yeah, let's just roll with it.
Okay.
You
Hold
got
on
this,
a second.
Gabe.
Believe in you.
My weakness is bullets.
If only they had a vest you could wear or
know.
something to protect you against them.
Yeah, that's
Next
right.
time, I want to be in like those submarine, like full outfits with like the helmet and everything. Just like, woo.
Okay, are you going to dodge? It's athletics.
Is that my only option? Was there an option B or C?
Like, how would you justify something else?
Communications, looking like a sad puppy who doesn't want to be shot.
That won't work on her.
Crap. Then I will.
She's very well trained.
She's
She's been taught to resist the puppy eyes.
Yeah.
She will shoot an actual puppy. That will not work.
I will spend a pippy and roll my 1 die of athletics.
All right.
You've got this. You can do it.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Well, guess what?
She rolled a 1.
She rolled nothing. She got no successes on her roll.
Oh, thank Bob. Oh.
Does that mean Gabe bopped her with the club?
So
It's a confusion that
So
somebody
the-
knifed the conductor.
she shoots her pistol and misses, so it goes winging off.
Oh.
All right, her turn is
Please.
done. Terry, you are next.
So first off, she'll take a point of smarts damage.
She will. She clutches her head again.
It's pretty evil that you're giving someone a migraine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it
With
is.
rat feces.
Stun it.
I feel like you said this earlier. What time of day or what time of year is it? Is it winter by any chance?
It is. Hold on. No, it's spring. It's spring.
And there's no snow nearby. So
Not, I mean, like, up in the upper mountains, most likely, but where you are right now, no. So no avalanche.
what does it look like over the side of the train?
So it's starting to get to be where, like, it's wooded, and you can start to see that the gorge that with the bridge is coming up pretty quickly. So the side is starting to drop down.
Well, what does the assault keyword do?
So assault. Pull it up. Second. You ignore armor for the next attack on the against the target, regardless of the attacker.
Okay, so that's not as useful. Okay.
I will also offer you this as a whisper user. If you want to get creative with it and try to come up with something different and throw your luck into the wind, you can if you would like.
And that is what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
That's why I was asking if there was snow or something, because I was gonna throw Slovacek off the Slovenic off the train before we reach the gorge, and hope he survives the landing.
Oh, Stiganovic? Okay.
Siganovic, yeah.
Okay. So I will give you this. Storyteller, you are a master of elemental of the air.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of air around you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yup. So it would make sense that you could reach out and try to do something with the air.
You're the Avatar.
No, I'm not.
I believe in you.
I mean, if the Avatar were powered by Cthulhu, maybe.
I would watch that.
Oh no. My brain.
Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
No.
What sort of Magnus Archives Rusty Quill thing is this?
I
Okay.
love that so much. All right.
All right. Here's the plan. Sorry, guys. Wish me luck.
Luck
Yep.
or Satan, I don't know what power.
It is your smarts.
Yep. So I'm gonna use the air. I'll discard my last card. It is a Jack of Spades. Oop,
All right.
don't add it to the deck. There we go. And so that's one automatic success.
Yep.
I'll burn a point of smarts to get an additional die.
Okay.
And I can't spend guts or brawn on this, so that's one success.
One
So
success.
2 with the automatic.
Okay, so 2 successes. Okay, so I'm gonna take that. Okay, I will give you a couple of options with this. Okay? You can either assure that Siganovic gets away from the spy, the assailant.
Okay.
However, when you knock him off, you are unsure if you are going to be able to, if he's going to be able to survive. You can, the other option number 2, you can knock him away with a chance of her re-grabbing him, but you can assure that if he does get away, he is safe. Or option number 3 is you can knock her off and hope that one of your colleagues can catch Siganovic.
I don't know if you get him if you knock him off the train here.
It would be that everybody who goes after you has a chance of grabbing him before she falls off the train. Essentially.
Oh, no.
Out of past experience, how athletic do I know Gabe and Mara to be?
I started wheezing when I was putting in my luggage onto the train. So that's where Gabe is at.
Mara is fast and quiet, not necessarily particularly strong. So,
All right.
quick,
So
but
you-
maybe not strong. We may all go off the edge.
We'll all die
So
with him. Works.
Oh,
I'll.
how would you like to handle this?
Would anyone like to give any input, or are you gonna leave it up to me?
I mean, if you separate them on the train, that gives Gabe and Mara the chance to at least try and keep her from getting back to him.
Yeah.
Like, a little safer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gabe
Alright,
has
so-
infinitely better
You-
chance against like.
You
the
only have
ground.
until Gabe and Mara are done
Yeah.
before the train gets to the gorge.
All right. So, plan was throw him off the train. Not gonna go with that. Second plan was push him towards us away from her, but she could still grab him, and I don't trust Gabe and Mara to be able to prevent her from grabbing him again. Third plan, throw her off the train
And then hope that somebody can grab him.
and hope someone can grab him. Yes.
Yep.
Us
Yep.
to keep her from
Let's go
grabbing
with
him,
that.
and for us to catch him and keep him from falling off the train. Just saying, the middle plan probably easier for Mara and Gabe than the third.
Nah, I
Highly
feel
unlikely.
I feel like I'm gonna accidentally grab the wrong person. And I'll be like, oh no! As I look across the frame, I like have her in my hand. I'm like, crap.
Creating a body
And that's
block
when
is
Gabe
from
knew
grabbing a
true
moving
love.
person.
It's like I grabbed the wrong hand. Darn it!
All right. So what would you like to do, Terry?
Oh yeah, no, I'm blowing her off the train.
Oh, you are
Okay.
trying to do that.
You're blowing her off the train. Okay.
Preferably once we cross over the edge of the gorge.
Okay. So you reach out to the whispers again, and you've heard their voices now, and they've been getting louder and louder every time that you reach out to them. And you hear them say, "No matter what you do, he is ours."
Are you talking about Gabe?
Not this time.
Do they want Gabe?
All right. So you push her off the train. Now, Mara and Gabe,
Oh no.
I have an offer for you.
I take it.
Want to make a deal?
Both of you are not extremely athletic. However, both of you can work.
Oh no!
You may ask.
Oh no,
on,
you froze up.
Yeah, you froze up for a little bit.
Ah, did I?
Yeah, do your deal again, Satan.
Ah, okay. Okay,
GM,
so
devil, basically the same thing.
so I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay,
That
so
is
here,
good.
so here is my deal. The two of you are not particularly athletic, and both of you know that. However, you two can reach out to the whispers, and both of you take a point of corruption in order to both roll 2 dice. However, you must get 2 successes between the two of you. Otherwise, not only does Siganovic go over, but you two will also both take a second point of corruption.
No pressure.
No pressure.
War for us.
It is a very hefty deal, and I understand that.
So we take one automatically, and then we take a second one
if you do not get 2 successes between the two of you.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
Since this is kind of a quick kind of like grab instead of like a brute force like pulling someone else up or something, could I use my stealth instead of the strength or athletic?
Stealth is for trying to move quietly.
Okay.
You are anything but right now.
Quietly avoid gravity.
Yep.
Yeah, yes. Quietly avoid.
I mean, if you wanted to try and like yeet yourself quietly off the train without being noticed, that would be where you'd roll stealth.
Yeah.
We're like, dude.
Happen, you know?
I'll do it, thinking like, you know, every victory is usually the accumulation of sacrifices and a bunch of dead bodies piled over and over again. And I feel like throughout this whole like adventure, he's like, man, I don't think I'm gonna survive like this war, like whatever's coming, the violence that's coming. I don't think he's like, I'm not gonna survive it. So maybe this is like the last time I get to choose whether I do something or I get to choose my death and die with some sort of dignity.
We don't know about the trenches and the war crimes coming, but I have a feeling they're gonna be bad. So
I'm like, you know what? I feel like humanity's gonna do a war. Like, I feel like that's coming. I feel like they're gonna do something stupid.
we have lots
I
of
feel like I'm never going home.
Yep.
Ah!
Oh. Roll
that's
credits. We're
fantastic.
done.
Oh.
I love that. I will let you draw another card actually for that. That one was good.
Yeah.
Can I give that card to someone else?
You absolutely can choose to give that card to somebody else if you would like to.
What do we can we use the cards now? What are the cards useful now?
So the cards are used for healing. The cards are also you can actually also discard cards for the +1 effects too, instead of taking your damage.
Okay, cool.
However, we haven't had a lot of cards, so that's something
Yeah.
that I figure. Well, this is like the end game, so you guys can absolutely do that.
Well, I rolled.
Okay, so you've rolled.
Don't worry, if I go off the train, I have an escape plan. It's gonna be fine.
If you don't get the success and you roll off the train, I'm gonna kick you.
No, I've got it out. It's
Okay.
fine. It's
Right.
really gross, but it's gonna be fine.
Sweet. Can they discard a card to re-roll dice as well?
They absolutely can.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got 1 success, so we need 2 between us 2. Yeah.
Who between the two of you?
Mhm.
Right, Mara.
Okay, this is gonna be fine.
Yeah, all the pressure on you. We're about to lose the war. If
we're each rolling
we lose the war.
Okay. Really quick, if I don't manage to get a success, then do I just go off the train or do all 4 of us?
Well, you will have the option because Terry is offering the card that he just chose for you guys to re-roll.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine.
no pressure, but if you lose this roll, the Germans win. So I don't make the. Is that the sadness face of success?
I think my dice don't know what a 5 or a 6 is.
Oh no.
Those numbers vanished.
All right, would you like to discard Terry's card to re-roll your dice?
Wait. Was one of them a 4?
You can
Discard a card to play.
discard a card to add a pip.
Okay.
Yay.
So you got 2 successes. Okay, so you are able to push the spy off the train, and she goes flying into the gorge. You hold on to Siganovic.
Somehow with our tiny muscles.
Eventually, you guys make it back into the train and back to safety. You help to bandage Siganovic up. You explain to him what's going on. He was unaware of any of this happening. And is very, very grateful for everything that you have provided. For those of you that know history,
Oh no.
Milan Siganovic is one of the key players in the assassination of Ferdinand, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He was originally supposed to be the one to carry it out. His car got stopped on the way, and that allowed the other individual to assassinate him, kicking off World War I and eventually opening up the portal in the Battle of Solms for the others to come through.
So
One way or another, he was going to be there.
Did we do good?
So,
We did it.
good is subjective, right? So, you guys have finished the scenario. Welcome to Never Going Home.
Oh, I don't.
Free Slovakia.
Hey. Yay.
So
Are
these
we the
abilities,
baddies?
if anyone wants to know how dark these can get, I have a thing called Blood Double. And basically, I think it's if I got thrown off the train and hit the ground, I'd take damage. And when I take damage, I can instead make myself explode in a pool of blood and appear unhurt nearby. So it's gonna explode and then
Hey.
come back by you guys.
Nice.
Yum.
That's unsanitary.
Blood
Yeah.
is gory and
Yeah,
awesome at the same
use it.
time.
I'm very sad I didn't get to use it because that's so cool. It's gross, but it's cool.
I
Blood
pushed her off the
ninjutsu.
train so she can use it.
I was almost hoping that I would fail and fall off. It's like,
So what did you guys think of the game?
Had fun.
it's fun.
Awesome. Yeah, I really like the pips. I love the manipulation of it and such. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
there's
just-
a dynamic to it. Like we can
Yeah.
share this or help that. Even the blood magic, people can opt to let you borrow like points from them. So
though I
I
felt
mean,
like
I took a couple of liberties with some things, like if you
Kanye.
but I generally tend to go with what tells the best story. Even though I write the rules, I break the rules more often than not when I'm GM.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm,
So
Rule of
all right.
cool, baby.
mhm.
exactly.
So thank you guys for watching. This is a scenario that is coming from the Kickstarter. Pre-orders just opened up the other day. If you did not back the Kickstarters for the beginnings and the endings for Never Going Home, pre-orders are now up. They have gotten proofs of the book, I want to say. They're fairly along in the process. The books are amazing and awesome, and the art is done by the ever wonderful Charles Ferguson Avery, who is one of my favorite artists of all time.
It is
He's
gorgeous art.
he's an amazing person too. So
Nice.
yes, so please go check it out, and thank you for watching, guys.
All right. And really quick, just going to toss out there, thank y'all all for coming on the show. It's great to have everybody here come back and join us. Everyone out there, thank you so much for tuning in. This is John with Rook and Rasp. One last time I'm going to toss out there that on December 1st through the 3rd, we are doing the IGDN Charity Marathon. This is for the Diversity Scholarship, which what that is that the IGDN puts together a scholarship that goes out to marginalized creators who apply, and they are given an opportunity to go to Metatopia, which is one of the kind of a big convention that is for game designers to go talk, learn, be around each other. And oftentimes people don't have the opportunity to attend. This is an opportunity for people to actually be able to go. And then the IGDN also assigns them a mentor from somebody in the industry to come and guide them, teach them, and show them how to get further along. So it is a great opportunity, and we're going to be doing this marathon for 3 days. 35 different people who are going to be a part of the casts to be out there to help as well. Psychic Kids, which uses the same system as Never Going Home. I will be running that, actually. So please come on back, see the games. We're going to have Necrobiotic with Mitchell. So that is going to be a great game. And we're also going to have, what is it called, Ted, again?
It is Raccoon Sky Pirates by who is it? Hectic Electron Games. It is also an IGDN game.
Yeah. And so, everyone, please come on back on December 1st. We will have a drop-in for Seriously Let's Play next week on Saturday. We're going to have Graham Gentz running a table for his new game that just came out under the Autumn Strangely. So,
Nice.
be sure to come on back for that. And as I always like to say, hey, get out there and seriously, let's play.